welcome to Pedal Progression's watch party for the Andora World Cup, and we're going to do some recapping of a fun Whistler trip that Craig and some other returning guests have went on, and we're joined by a new person too. So we've got Brett Hostetler, who's been on the Red Line Hard, or
the Hard Line.
The Hard Line party.
Words are hard.
Mm-hmm. Words are hard.
Yeah, I haven't had enough beer to do this yet.
you need a Red Bull Hardline right now.
Justin Simpson.
Hey, everybody.
Tyler, I don't know your last name.
Fincis.
Tyler,
Hey, everybody. That's how you
Tyler
pronounce it.
Princess.
And they just did, 10 days in the Pacific Northwest?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to watch this World Cup race, and we are going to just blend in the men's and women's to pause it. So we'll give you the timestamp so you can join in and watch it with us while we're talking about it. So right now we have the women's queued up to 29:55 on the counter. And I know Max sucks to fast forward, but you'll get there. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And she's out the gate.
Who she is, I don't know.
She's French, so
Bon-Henri?
she's probably fast.
Probably.
Only.
That sounds right.
So I have not watched any course previews on this one.
Me neither. I don't remember them. I feel like they've had so many back-to-back weeks this year. I feel like it was always a couple weeks, so I have not been able to keep up much at all this year.
It used to always be like 2 weeks in a row, and then a gap, and then 2 weeks in a row, like kind of geographically.
Okay.
Unless you're doing like Australia, because that's why U.S. and Mount St. Anne are together, and then trying to save on travel expenses for broke mountain bikers.
So what's the group's thoughts on the painted rocks? Like,
Dude, I was just gonna
at
ask
that level, calling attention to the thing on the trail, right? Like,
Yeah. That's a good point. I never paid any mind to that.
Like, I appreciate it when I'm hurtling down a hill because I'm not very good. But at this level, like,
Especially with how many practice runs they do, it seems like they'd...
I think
safety though.
I've never done a race that it wasn't done in that has rocks, so they do it for cross country races, they do it for everything. But I mean, if my whole career revolved around 10 runs this year, 10 single runs, I'd want to know where the rocks were too. I did see that Dakota qualified.
really?
Yep, and his female companion, Frida. Oh, hi, dogs. There's things happening.
So much.
how dare someone come to the door?
Don't
Or
they
walk-
know
walk
we're
by.
Watch Party podcast?
Right.
Yeah, come on,
We've got
dogs.
some very important business.
100-pound dog fit through there. You could do it.
Thick girl.
Boy.
Boy. Big boy.
Nice try, Brett. 50-50 shot.
Reminds me of Brian Regan. Hey, sir, ma'am. You only make that mistake once.
This reminds me of following Brett with the ponytail sticking out of the... and it makes me ride so good.
Once it's a little bit thicker and all comes in nice, I'll do a braid out the
I
back.
love that.
Do you guys feel like after your trip out west that you're qualified World Cup racers now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like a worse mountain biker than I ever have in my life. Watching the Groms of Whistler do stuff that I don't even do in my dreams. It's insane.
Pretty incredible.
But at the same time, the best I've ever felt about my riding. Like, it's interesting.
Really? You fell in the first turn of Richmond.
So, we'll talk about that. We'll get that out of the way. Whenever we got back from the trip, the MTB podcast, the Worldwide Cycler guys, they were talking about they did a trip to Squamish,
Whistler,
BC
Pemberton.
Whistler, pretty much our trip. And two of the guys on there were like, yeah, we got back to our local trails. First lap, crashed after riding Whistler just fine. And so what happens? We get back. Craig, your very first lap at a trail you've rode hundreds of times, 100 yards
Flow, what is it, 2?
Yeah.
Maybe 3? Can't remember. The one with the new double.
Yep.
Rock double. That's 2.
Yep. Craig goes down, first lap back. And then my first time on trails, I've been riding gravel for the last week, but first time on Richmond,
Trail
put it down
you
in the
built.
very first corner. Like,
Well, if we're going by how
it's absurd.
how it's panned out, you better be really careful the next time you ride because you're gonna break your bike in half. Smoke a tree.
For real.
Watch out for those trees.
Yeah, it turns out just not real good rider back in Michigan can spend a whole week and a half on the West Coast riding 40-foot jumps and such, and then you come back here and you just plow into a tree and snap the head tube off.
I haven't.
The only bike you ride in Michigan, really.
Why does A-line feel easier than Richmond, though? Like,
Well,
it really
honestly, I
it
was
feels slower. It feels like you have more time, even
Yeah.
though you're just mock chicken the whole line.
I was thinking about that leading up to the Richmond ruckus, even though I didn't end up going. I was like,
R.I.P.
I was riding A-line way more comfortably than I've ever ridden Richmond.
It's
Why
silly.
is that?
Nothing at Richmond is huge. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
So what was your guys' first impression when we dropped into A-Line for the first time?
You guys moved
Whoa.
far into this trip already.
Yeah. Do we want to
Hold
go
it.
chronologically, or do we want to go just skip around?
I don't know.
I mean, for
I'm
most
going
of you've never been to the West Coast, right?
I've lived in Oregon, but not when I was mountain biking. So I was familiar with like terrain and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I was pretty decent on A-line, not as skill set, but just as far as like, all right, this all seems like somewhat attainable. And then I took that right-hander turn into the moon booter, and I stared at that wall, and I was like, that doesn't.
It's a 40-foot jump with the face like as tall as a house.
Yeah, like I accepted then I'm never getting over that thing.
The jump is barely smaller than my house.
It's kind of
Straight up.
How many steam shovel scoops do you think that one is?
Well, it depends. It depends what bucket we're using, but probably if it's the one that built the Big Bertha one at Canuga, maybe two.
Maybe two.
It's like a cubic furlong.
I think your comment, Craig, right before our first lap down Crank It Up was trust the builder's trail speed. Keep your trail speed and you're going to be all right.
Trust the
And that's what I
builders.
just kept saying, like going through, like we're going way faster than I thought we'd be going.
Yep.
But trust the speed,
I was-
trust the builders, and
Yep.
you're going to be okay.
I was saying that during the transition, the first time I fully sent the moon booter. I was
Yeah.
like, trust the builders.
yeah.
I kept saying that, but it still took me
Yeah.
5 or 6 laps to unlock moon booter.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see like the speed you have at the bottom of the transition versus the speed you have coming off the lip, because there's just, it feels like forever getting up that thing.
Did you guys happen to hit the big step up on D3?
We didn't even go through D3.
Did not touch D3.
No.
Well,
What is?
if you can't drop into it,
More
then it's
pro
not
line.
even worth trying. But like the jump, I followed Dakota up it and hit it, and I cased it by a house. Like it was. I mean, the lip of the jump's 3.5 stories tall, probably. So like the speed you have, and you're like, don't touch the brakes, don't touch the brakes, but inevitably you're like, I'm gonna touch the brakes. I'm going
Handful of
40
brakes.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then as you're going to the top of it, like you can't bail out of it. It's almost vertical. If you were to stop on it or right off the side, you're effed. So you just have to go off of it. And I'm like, there's no chance. I watched him tag it a little bit because it was like his first run of the day. He's like, let's do D3.
It's a hell of a warm-up lap.
There's not
He
a
was on a
straight
trail
jump
bike.
on that whole trail.
He was on a trail bike too.
That's insane.
And then I just cased the hell out of it. But there is a thing about like Whistler safe.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Like even the stuff on Crank It Up, which I don't know, I enjoyed that one a lot, obviously.
108th all time on it.
Yeah, big Strava downhill guy over here. Good run.
We would do Crank It Up to Seymour a lot because that was Courtney's
That was-
favorite run.
Yeah.
Even the
Seemed-
jumps
that was
on
what we
there
were
are
doing.
like, they're sizable. They're
I mean,
not
yeah.
small jumps.
For anything around here, that's massive.
Huge.
Right.
And everything just felt so comfortable, just absolutely hucking on that. And
Good enough to take some of your extremities off of the bike.
first time, and it felt just weirdly natural.
We're following Justin, and all of a sudden there's feet just dangling in the air. Things are coming off the bike.
If you're listening and you know me, I'm a cautious rider, and like I don't know, there was something in my head. I was like, this seems right in the moment.
Do this.
And I hear Tyler behind me, just like, what in the?
Just hooting and hollering back there as Justin's throwing feet off.
They're so safe because like there's
crazy,
so much
yeah.
room for landing. I would say it is, without being a World Cup rider, impossible to overshoot them. But at the same time, like a beginner can cruise down and they're safe enough to case that like it gives you confidence. Because like I feel like for a newer rider, it's always that point where they get to the point where they're getting good air off a jump and they're landing on top of it. And the next transition is to get good air off it and land on the landing, but that damn knuckle's in the way. And if it's not a friendly knuckle, it's the worst feeling in the world to catch it.
I tested all of the knuckles on A-line. They're all very safe.
They're safe.
I did not get that scary rear rebound OCD feeling once. Like every knuckle is so good.
It's so cool how they build those landers where, depending on which way the trail's going, you can take it like right down the middle and it's shorter, or you can take it off the left or off the right, and they just have this crazy like hip landing that you can find the entry point to. Feels so
One
good.
towards the end A-line.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
you
that one
sent
especially.
to the trees every
Tyler
time.
damn near landed
So
in the woods.
enjoyable.
He
That
went
one was
so
good.
far up that
So
pocket.
enjoyable to watch Tyler huck that.
I've never spent a ton of time on A-line, even though I've got probably 30 days of riding Whistler.
I don't know how that's possible.
Nope.
It's just the time of the year, honestly. Like, there's so many other things.
The second I hit it, I was like, oh, I live here now.
I've ridden Dirt Merchant more than I've ridden A-line.
That
And
might
I've
have been
ridden
the
Freight
case
Train
if it was
more.
open.
If we had the
we had the big side.
pro line side
Yeah.
open.
I have like one regret of the trip of not riding A-line more, and just they were so big, and they felt good, but they were just so big. Like I get in my head on features like that, but I do wish I rode it more and really cleaned the whole line.
No,
But
it's
And
funny.
to be clear, we rode it a lot.
we rode it a lot. Like
it's funny.
I didn't avoid A-line, but like
After
I
our,
wish I put more time on it. It was so good.
after our first day with how much we were enjoying Crank It Up to see more, I told Justin, I was like, that's a lot of fun, but we cannot fall into just riding this the whole time. And then next day, we rip A-line, and then immediately I fell into riding that the rest of the time.
We did a lot of tech
We did,
though.
yeah.
We rode
We did.
some really good tech.
Yeah.
We didn't get to click off like some of the like double black epics, but like we had some fun. Like the 7-year war, that was a hoot and
That
holler.
was,
Until
yeah,
it wasn't
blast.
for you.
R.I.P. Albert. Albert Radio.
Ugh.
Still a fun time. Like everyone had to make a tire sacrifice about to the Whistler gods.
We
I
spent
think
a
I was
lot
the-
of time on No Joke and
No joke was
No joke.
We hit that
everything on our Garbanzo we rode the most because it was so crowded when we
Yeah.
were there that
Yeah.
you just go up one lift and it's not crowded.
Yeah.
That was Creekside for us.
Yeah,
Oh, we did a lot of
Creekside,
Creekside
dude.
too.
We went
Creekside
Creekside
was
on Saturday.
So good.
The
Creekside-
sneaky weird tech on Creekside is
It just feels
incredible.
a really good mix of single track and trail. Like nothing there is, until you get down to the bottom, like exit berms, nothing there is like wider than your handlebars. It is just raw.
Unless you ride the flow trails over there. 'Cause
Yeah,
we rode,
yeah.
what is it, Rare Earth or whatever.
Yep.
And I am positive I didn't touch my brakes until I got to the lift line. at the bottom. Like, when I like define like a gravity logic, like well-built trail to save your arms, that is it. You just kind of hang on to the bars. And I rode it with 3 UCI pros and then a bunch of women that ride. Some of them race, some of them don't. Courtney was there, and we rode, and we were all in view of each other. Because
Yeah.
you can't really go any faster, and you can't really go any slower, as long as you just, like, trust the build.
Well, what ended up happening with this group was a couple of my old Seattle buddies that I met racing came out, and
Some
you
absolute bros.
get on that
Great
style
dudes.
of Burmy trail. Cord and Brian, shout out. You get on the Burmy kind of cruiser South Park style stuff, and they tend to try to pass people. So all of a sudden, Cord will just be low side at a berm with a foot out. He'll snap it off.
Dude's got
right
the
in front
best
of you.
moto turns.
He does. Cord was a riot.
Cord is like Jackson Goldstone-esque, bouncy.
He was so light.
just
On a 2016
Yeah,
downhill rig
with a clapped rear wheel.
Most clapped downhill rig.
Running tubes and 30 psi
Yeah,
front and rear.
That's right.
Comes out of nowhere throwing two huge sueys in front of me on A-line.
Cord was a riot to watch.
Yeah.
Up close and personal, even.
Yep. I got real close with him.
How many days did you guys ride Whistler?
5.
5.
I guess we could kind of backtrack all the way to the beginning if we want. First of all, it was a miracle that I convinced 3 other people to buy a $400 piece of luggage.
Especially when I offered that piece of luggage to 2 of them.
Yeah.
I saw a deal and I was like, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this a lot in my life. I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
To
was
all those
something
out
like
there,
get
you
it
will
and
use
justify it.
again. Yeah, you'll use it again. It hurts once, and then you never have to worry about it again. The only thing you have to worry about is keeping the whole thing under 70 pounds.
Yep.
Which turns out to be a lot harder.
Well, it's also a little surprising when we show up in Grand Rapids and I think I was first up to check in. They weigh my bag and they see 4 other bags behind and they don't weigh any of the other bags.
Yeah.
So I know what my bag weighed and I assume everyone else was under 70 pounds, but we found out on the way back that Craig might not have been under 70 pounds as much as he thought he was.
Well, Grand Rapids is easy. You just put your foot under it.
Shout out
we didn't
Grand
even have to
Rapids
do
for
that.
just not carrying us at
Yeah.
the airport.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
they are so good.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
They just want to get you on
Still
a plane.
the
Yeah.
best airport I've been in.
Yeah,
They're
I like
so
it.
chill there.
Super fast.
So we
SeaTac sucks.
Yeah, SeaTac was miserable. So we get in, we left, so we started our day at like 3 o'clock, right, for leaving. Get to the airport, pretty uneventful. The flight into Chicago, the dude pitched the plane
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
10 feet off the runway. We're coming in about a 15-degree angle. It's like, that was sick. So that was a
You
good
almost
start.
dragged a wing.
Almost dragged. That was
Steezy
good.
cowboy.
Yeah.
You had the
Oh,
boots and everything. Steezy
Yep.
cowboy pilot.
So we were getting berm shroups before we even hit trails.
And to set the stage, Tyler had figured out that we could get around some of the weight limit restrictions if we bought our Grand Rapids to Chicago leg first class. So it was worth it to pay the extra money to upgrade the ticket to first class. And then that came with a 70-pound.
Yeah, that gets you to 70 pounds on your bags, which
Listener hack right there.
Yeah,
You're
when
not
you're traveling-
getting an enduro bike under 50 pounds in a bike bag.
not a chance.
No.
Get a first class upgrade.
And the squad.
If you have a short leg that you can upgrade,
Yeah.
because
Or just get an airplane credit card.
Some of them offer higher baggage weights, but some of them don't.
mine did not.
Delta does.
Okay.
If you have more than the silver one or gold one. Courtney's got it, so she can have 4 pieces of luggage, and they can all be over 70 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So I walk
that's the
in with
move.
her bags for me, because I get 1 free bag that's 50 pounds, and then there's 2 bikes, and she's like,
Women
These
with
are
all
mine.
their stuff. I don't know why she's got so much stuff, and I have only this. I have just a backpack.
Yeah, Brett, so your suitcase is on the...
you got hair care products you got to bring, or what?
Well, I mean, just my conditioner and my curl cream.
a lot of... He brought the media equipment.
You had the
too.
camera gear, yeah.
But picture this, your boys were sitting front row in first class, doing our best judgmental stares at all the peasants walking by us.
We are better.
To go be dirtbags for 10 weeks or 10 days in the mountains.
The absolute best part was they came and served us beverages while people were trying to board. While the rest of
would cut 'em
they
off,
got
yeah.
in their way and held them up to give us drinks, and I was like, I am the best.
Was it long enough that you got your free alcohol?
It was not.
No.
They didn't do any drink service.
Well, that
'cause
one
such
was-
a short
It was a
Super early.
32-minute flight.
I know.
Our
Sometimes you'll get them.
the on the way back in, I think they would have, but there was supposed to be a bunch of turbulence or something because there were storms, so they didn't do any service that flight at all.
Yep.
So we missed out, but I was
So-
ready to drink some gin and tonics on the flight back.
On the way back to San Diego, I ended up upgrading to like business class for whatever. It was like $100 more or whatever, but it was like get all the benefits. And I was like, I can drink $100 worth of booze. And you're like,
I'll make up for it.
The one into Seattle was pretty uneventful.
I think the best part, though, was ESPN Ocho.
Holy
Oh,
moly!
yeah.
If you've
She's on
never
my fantasy
seen,
team.
Shout out Marble Racing.
if you've
Yeah,
never
I don't know
seen
who-
marble racing, find it and watch it. It is absolutely enthralling.
We
They
were all
even-
glued.
They even had a off-road course, which is a lot
They had
of fun.
2 off-road courses.
Two off-road
They had
courses?
like a like natural, and then they had like a sand course.
They had a
We had
hand
tech
cut.
line and then a flow
Yeah, there we go.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tech
tech line and flow line, exactly.
Some of those marbles find some good lines too.
It's amazing how much certain ones move faster all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Is it like
one,
Plinko but with marbles?
pretty much.
In a way,
Basically,
yeah.
they just made cool racetracks for them.
It's total chance, but
It was definitely some dude made a pretty high production YouTube video, and then for whatever reason, ESPN the Ocho was like, "Yeah, we're airing this."
Real pre-TikTok activity.
yeah.
A nerd definitely got fired during COVID. Wait for it.
Before I'm thinking about it, who do you guys have on your fantasy team for this? Because this is my only girl that made the finals right here.
I set
Jess
my
blew it.
fantasy once at the beginning of the year, and I forget to do it every week.
Do you know you're in third place?
I don't think I am. I
You're
think I'm in
not.
13th place. I
Yeah.
look at it because I'm like, oh, I need to check it, and it's like, this event's already running. I'm like, all right, well.
I did the same
And then
thing. I
repeat
had a
the
good
next
week 1, and I don't know what's happened since. It is
know-
hard for me to remember those things.
What's your name on there?
I think it's just my name.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's like half of our league. I don't know who they are.
Oh yeah.
There was like some guy that joined in like week 2 and scored like 120 points in week
grief.
2.
That's insane.
I have no idea who it is.
The time traveler.
Come forward if that was you.
Yeah.
So, once we get into Seattle,
No one
Who
answered
wants-
my question.
I've
Craig,
got-
who do you have?
I've got Gracie, and
Oh.
then I swapped out Harriet because she got super banged up at Latwille.
But then she qualified like 3rd for this.
Did she really?
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
I took her off my team as well for that young girl on the Norco team that's not Gracie, that does all the sick whips and stuff.
Yeah.
And she didn't even start for quali.
I
That's
do know
insane.
I made the mistake, using logic of taking Puron off of my lineup before last week. I was like, he just broke his collarbone 7 days ago. There's no way he's riding, right? 10th place. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, like the collarbone doesn't take a whole lot of impact. Like as
Yeah,
you're
it's
rattling
not
through
like
tech
you're
and
doing
stuff.
push-ups
Do you wanna go ride
for
today?
Yeah,
3 minutes.
It's not like it's that important, right?
Yeah.
That's why I quit fantasy football. Dumb decisions like that.
So to answer your question, I can't look at it now.
I know. I took a picture
And I
like
can't
3 days
remember
ago.
Who the other lady I swapped in was.
But I also, at this point, have lost my cell phone, so.
Blewett does shred though. Like
Yeah, she's rich.
she just went up in
Go,
the
go,
last
go, go.
segment. Yeah,
you
first
go.
place.
1.2.
Blew it, didn't blow it.
I did see. I
Best
only
last
had.
name.
Dun-dun.
I only had 4 riders make finals, and I did get an email saying my fantasy team is over budget today. So I assume I did pretty
That
well.
means you had a good week.
Yeah.
Really? Here we go.
The hat. I just don't get the hat.
I kind of dig it. Even though it's like
You don't get the
probably-
hat.
it's
I don't get
probably
the upside
90.
down fork. It's fine.
I don't get the belt drive either.
Dude,
What brakes are those?
I still am so horny for that Fox podium upside down fork.
You're all in on it?
Let me.
want it
I'll
so
send you
bad.
some videos of everyone showing how much it flexes.
Yeah, that's the problem with mountain bike upside
That's
down
okay.
forks.
Like without the brace, like the torsional flex.
That's okay.
Where
Yeah, they
whenever
keep
the axle
claiming-
is torqued,
Yeah.
you get a crazy amount of stick.
People
shift.
love the lefty. There's got to be so much flex
No
on
one
that
loves
too.
the lefty.
No one loves it.
I've heard people love the lefty.
Only people that get paid by Cannondale.
Maybe they were. I've heard it though. It's been said.
The only reason the Manitou one even like kind of works is the hexagon axle that they've had forever.
Oh, that's kind of a good idea.
Because the
That seems
Mizuki
bumpy.
ones that they did were real bad. But you can't. The problem with inverted bike forks for mountain bikes is we store our bikes upside down and stuff, and the seals all dry out. Then you flip them over and the oil spills out.
Some people, I guess. I've never stored it upside down,
You
so
don't
I guess
hang
it
'em
worked great
vertically-
for me.
You don't hang them vertically or anything?
Only on the rack, on the bike, like when I'm
So it's
when
just
I'm
at the right
transporting.
time then.
Uh-huh.
Right before you go ride, your
Well,
little seals up.
what happens? It's all at the bottom. I put it up on the rack, and then it comes and oils everything.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, it's all good.
You got a process.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I like to go OTB on the first lap to just make sure everything's
Yeah.
well mixed.
Circulate the fluid.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
at Seven Springs with Lauren DeYoung right after he got his Dorado Pro, and We left it sitting. All the bikes were sitting upside down on the deck, like on our VRBO or whatever. And then the next day, it's just thunk, thunk, topping out the whole time. Nobody can figure out why. Then we see the puddle of oil after. Like, oh, that's it.
I like this little section right before the section or the split 2 segment where it's just kind of a nice little like quick rattle downhill. Like very Narnia-esque. Shout out Boyne Highlands.
This is
You weren't talking to Lion Witch and Wardrobe?
the opposite of last week's course.
Yeah.
Totally. It's like a walk in the park compared to how steep some of the stuff was last week.
It was so steep at Litchfield. And so many crashes.
I could not hate their kit more.
That?
It's
pretty bad.
It's hideous.
It's ugly.
It's gross.
Ooh, we got Nina
sa-
Hoff.
It really
Okay.
it matches her hat well, though.
Matches the hat well.
Yeah. She's ugly chic.
Yeah.
The hat
Keeping with
needs
the
like an
theme.
SS uniform or something.
Did you notice I took the Nazi jokes out of the last podcast when you listened?
Always a good move. Always a good call.
Probably wise.
Oh, we interviewed somebody named William.
And Craig in the background's like, and none of us had our arm outstretched forward or clicked our boots, and I clipped it out.
Swinging, man.
Gonna have to do some clipping on this one.
Yeah. I originally intended on leaving it in. Same as I was kind of making fun of a trail builder, and I only left enough in that I was known that I was making fun of him. But I left it in for like Andy Fleetstra to be like, yep, that guy's a twat.
Certain people.
You let him talk about you like that?
I still just love being referred to as a trail builder from time to time. I was like, I just stack sand every once in a while and put rocks on top of it in fun shapes.
In trail shapes.
Trail shapes. Try and make it trail shapes. I don't know.
I didn't get to hit the step on step off yesterday.
Oh,
It was good.
It's a treat. It's a treat.
I like it.
I had 1.47 miles on my Garmin, which included going from the car to the area
Yeah.
we set up and back, which
Yeah.
was probably half of it.
Yeah.
I did one
Nina got
partial
another
run,
one
like
in there?
right when I got there, because I wanted to see if the microphone worked while we were riding.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't do another one until I went up and cut in line and did a race run that didn't go well.
So
And that was it.
oh my God!
Oh,
Riding the bucking Bronco.
Ride her down.
Oh, she just crashed for every bit of 100 feet.
She
Yeah.
did a backwards faceplant.
it was crazy.
That was kinda cool.
It was crazy graceful, though.
No, not as graceful as her in Austria, where she launched off the
Oh
wooden
God,
berm.
that was intense.
So,
Oh,
Is Santa Cruz
that wasn't
Syndicate?
graceful.
Is Jackson
walked
Goldstone
away.
like making
Yeah.
the syndicate people just like this is the way you ride now? Like you gap everything, you jump
Cool.
everything. Like
like,
You
have
wear
a brand
uniforms
up.
That
too
looked like
tight.
an accidental gap.
you're wearing skin suits or else.
So this is a nice little, I hope they show the replay of this crash, because what it just reminded me of was in Squamish, we got out to a super iconic
Oh, yeah.
rock roll trail called In-N-Out Burger. And it is, how many furlongs do you think that rock roll is?
I don't know.
Close to one.
He knows the angle.
Yeah. It's like 40 degrees.
40-degree slope at its steepest. And it's sustained for probably, would you say it's a quarter mile of rock roll? Maybe less.
Probably less.
A little less.
I bet
A
it's.
little
I
less.
bet it's close to a furlong.
Yeah.
Let's say 1,200 feet.
1,200 feet.
Oh, that was a wild.
But we're
She hit that gap with 1 foot unclipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're standing up there checking the thing out, and people are slowly going down.
Oh,
But the way
God.
Nina high sides right there.
Oh,
Bounces back.
So
the turtle.
Rhett and Tyler are up top getting ready to do the thing,
This was bad.
and a guy on a pivot drops in, and you can tell, you can hear his tires just starting to skid, and he's picking up speed, he's picking up more speed, and he goes to turn left to bail out, and the back tire steps out and then catches, and it spins him the opposite direction around, and he ends up doing a full 360 pirouette on the rock, sliding down as his beautiful carbon bike is dragging down the granite, and his pedals scraping and sparking. And so Brett was next.
Yeah, I
was like,
but we didn't. I guess we saw it, but we didn't really think much about it.
we were up there. I heard a whole lot of tire skidding, and I
too
looked at
steep to
Tyler,
see it.
and I was like, that I don't like how much he's sliding. And then you kind of ran up to see what was going on in time to see him on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that was great. Thanks for doing that right before I went.
Yeah.
Really rude.
But then you went through and laced it.
Yeah.
Shout out Nina Hoff for taking a moment and taking a photo with a fan. That was pretty cool.
Did she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Took a selfie.
Where you going, dog?
Also, shout out to Brett for doing In and Out. That was,
And Tyler.
yeah. And Tyler. That was super cool.
I want to hear about the story because I went and looked at it with Courtney, and we decided it would be a very poor idea for me to go down and try to meet back up with her. How did you
we
guys?
have a story
funny
about that.
I did hear some highlights of this.
So we were,
give it.
we had a
I
route
think Justin
planned
was in
out.
the lead, right?
Yeah, we had a route planned out where we took the most aggressive climb trail to get up to Squamish. Turns out,
And this is the
there's
Alice-
easier ways.
This is the
There
Alice
is easier
Lake.
ways?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wasn't gonna tell you guys, but
Oh.
there's easier climbs up.
That way just made sense.
Oh,
Tyler and I were doing Margie training.
Hang on. You were doing Margie training.
Hey,
No, Tyler made
maybe
the route.
Squamish doesn't suck so bad.
It only sucked on like the 20%
Maybe just,
grade.
Yeah.
Then it was
just
fine.
Justin sucks so bad.
Tyler selected the route. Okay.
I definitely selected
Yeah.
the route.
oh my
No,
God.
we didn't know there was an easier way until the kid, the 16-year-old, was like, "Oh yeah, we came up this way." But anyway, we take this sick route. Hell of a climb. I mean, we're talking like 20%, 25% grade, sustained, and
For an eternity.
it felt like forever. It probably took us 45 minutes to get up this thing.
Then we
Um,
became parents.
We became parents. We adopted a 16-year-old
A 15 and a
hooligan.
13-year-old.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
quickly to add color because this will come into the story a little bit later on. But in Bellingham, we sessioned a jump line with these couple of kids, and we got them a couple video clips and whatnot,
Yeah.
and
Ran
chat.
into them and their family.
Yep.
Parents don't rip. Parents are on basically box store bikes.
They're parental ripping.
They're
Yep.
just
Yeah,
they're just
they're
there.
out there.
Yeah.
So this was the day
Yeah.
before we were gonna ride Squamish. We were riding Bellingham, met the kids and their parents, and turns out they were heading to Squamish the next day.
Yeah.
And so we didn't think much of it. It was like, Squamish is a big place, lots of stuff to ride. What are the odds we're gonna
Yeah.
find these kids and their parents again?
So we finished this heinous climb, and we're about to drop into Rupert, and there they are. And the parents are like, "Hey, can our kids ride with you?" And we're like, "All right, sure, why
Doesn't
not?"
feel
you
like
know?
we could say no to
Yeah,
this.
they're wanting to ride a lot of
Also-
the same stuff.
To be fair, at the time, we didn't really care.
Yeah,
Like
we
they
didn't know what we
chilled
were
the day
accepting.
before. We were like, yeah, they can ride down and meet
This
back up.
will all come to a story point later. But yeah, we get through Rupert, super fun trail. Kind
One of my
of.
favorites anywhere.
Honestly, I had a lot of fun on
It
Rupert.
was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
There was a lot of really good just steep enough to push you, but like attainable rock rolls that you could just kind of hit the trail blind.
One
and
that
have a
was
good, fun
inverted
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
that I didn't know about until after we hit it. And
More
then
than
it
vertical.
cuts back, and then you look at it, I was like, oh, that's upside down. We just rode upside down.
That one had the crazy like wood
The turn.
granite.
Yeah, I think that was
turn.
on that
was
trail, too.
super fun. Like you had to like pedal up into this berm, crank a weird tight right-hander, and maintain speed while going uphill off camber. Super fun, and then a drop off. Like really good stuff.
That was one of those features that I just looked at. I was like, doesn't make me feel comfy. I'm good. And then you guys made it look so chill and easy.
Well, the worst part about it was the big like rock face on the side.
Yeah.
You just feel like it wants to pull you down into it.
No, not enough there to carry speed. So we clean Rupert, pedal back up half of the heinous climb, and then
Valley almost went out the front.
But then she did end up out front. So
She did.
Yeah. Rupert's my favorite non-bike park trail anywhere I've ever ridden.
it was a
and
lot
then
of
we
fun.
went over to my least favorite.
It was much more fun than
of
end trails.
End trails, which is
Oh,
like
that sucks.
I've never like so Sawtooth at Merrill, right? I've never been on Sawtooth, and I'm like, I'm having fun, but I wish this went on for like 20 minutes and had more uphill and more routes somehow, like per
fun, but
square
it's
inch.
lacking roots.
Yeah, I was like, this needs more routes that are impossible to pedal over.
I need
prefer
more
the
roots
route-
PPI.
The gaps in the holes that are just barely bigger than your wheel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
square edges on both sides.
Maybe-
Those are my
Sounds like
favorite.
Mountain Creek.
Yeah, no.
So 32-inch tires coming about, right? 32-inch wheels.
32 might be
the
good.
move.
That could work.
So until 32-inch wheels come out, though, don't ride on trails. Is what we're saying.
I'm back here with my 27.5 rear, just getting potholes swallowed on everything. I'm like, all right. So we get through that. We ride Bony Elbows, right? Which actually was pretty fun.
Bony
That
Elbow
one
was
had
fun.
more spicy rock rolls than Rupert.
I think that was our first taste of the sustained long
Rolls, yeah.
definitely.
That was first taste of some proper granite slabs.
And this is all Alice Lakeside, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. We didn't get into
Squamish
the other
has
side.
3 main
Yeah.
riding zones, and I've spent the most time on Alice Lake.
It looks
and it's
like-
the easiest climbing of all the 3 zones
It looks
by
like
far.
some of the other zones have some more flow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
manufactured
yeah.
stuff.
Like Half Nelson and Full Nelson are
Yeah.
like the iconic trails.
So,
Beer laps.
Squamish might be worth another stop in our lives, but
It's real hard to stop there when you know it's
Yeah.
further
Yeah,
north.
see, not for me. I think
For my first
Squamish
time-
is better than Whistler to me.
for my first time, I definitely
I'm in shape.
had to.
I think it also depends on what you're going for. If you're going for bike park laps and your hands
Yeah.
are ready, then yeah.
I'd prefer more
Dude,
Galbraith,
his hands
which
still.
I'm sure
I
we'll
know my
talk-
hands still hurt.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that because mine are toasted still.
This
I
one,
ride once and they're toast again.
this one still hurt, and then yesterday, this is the one that home run went off of too. So extra.
You almost
Yeah.
caught a home run yesterday?
Yeah, it was like a last. I wasn't paying attention because they were getting stomped, and I think I was on my phone, and then I just hear Bree next to me. She's like, "Honey," and I was like, "Oh."
Why ball
So then
shape?
why ball getting bigger? So then, stood up and tried to catch it over Judah, and it just right off of it. And then after the adrenaline wore off, I was like, this was the sore hand, and now the sore hand's extra sore hand.
Sore.
You get a Tigers game?
Yeah,
Ooh, foot down.
it was
like the-
it was my dad's Father's Day
They win?
gift. They gave up 15 runs.
hard to win doing that.
Yeah.
They don't lose very often, so you really
Not this
timed it
year.
right.
Well, no, they've got. No one cares about this at all, but
I do.
Scooble, the Mariners just handled Scooble Friday
No
night,
way.
and then Mize, Detroit's other All-Star pitcher, it was like 5 or 6 runs in the first 3 innings off Mize, and then they pulled him, and then they just kept having a day. So somehow Mariners got Detroit's number, apparently.
Good thing we won't see them in the playoffs because they're
Right.
not going to make it.
Well, they were above 500 at this point, so
Ooh,
who knows?
triple.
Hopefully not, though. Anyways, back to the content people care about.
So Justin, we came down Bony Elbows, right?
Came down Bony Elbows.
And there was like a optional sideline that the 16-year-old Nathan.
Yeah,
is
that
his
was our
name?
first taste of what
Yeah.
we were in for with the Young Guns.
So
Yeah.
he was standing on top of like the roll itself wasn't too bad, but there were a few weird compressions in the middle of it, and then a hard right-hander with a big old stump there that
Yeah.
looked like you were just gonna plow straight into it. And he got through it pretty decent, but I think both feet came off the pedals
Yep.
at one point.
right in
and-
front of my face because I was about halfway down watching.
Yeah, you guys were standing at kind of a sketchy spot.
We were
but he had-
hiding behind the stump.
I
There was
know.
a stump that he would have hit before me, so I felt
Yeah,
safe.
he wanted you guys to get the clip, and he was pretty specific with
Big
us
clip
and
guy.
with his brother,
Big
where to
clip
stand,
guy.
how to
Big clip
film,
guy.
how to do the thing.
I have a whole video from A-Line of him talking to his brother. Come over here and film from here. It's like, come on.
Foreshadowing, we run into them again. At
Yeah.
Whistler.
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert.
Anyway,
So I'm standing on top of that rock, and I hear some rustling in the woods, and I think there's probably just another trail back there, and I see him get nearly bucked off, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I need that today.
No.
But then I turn around to try and look at what's rustling off in the woods, and I couldn't see anything, couldn't see any other trails, but I'm like, there's trails all through here. I'm sure it's just someone in a trail. So we get down, regroup, and Justin, I think you're pedaling up a hill, up the
Yeah,
access
so-
He's
road.
leading us back up
We-
to In-N-Out Burger.
We're
Right.
on the only access road that's going to take us over to the climb to get to In-N-Out
Then
Burger.
this is the last hit of the day. Like, we're like, all right, we did Squamish. We're going to end on
Yeah.
In-N-Out
On the
Burger.
big boy.
I come around this turn and, getting the climb legs going and don't have my goggles on at the moment, don't have my glasses in. I take this turn and I see this big black figure off in the distance. I'm like, that's a huge, that's a bear.
Then all of a sudden, I just see Justin doing the longest fakie, just coasting backwards down this hill.
It was cool. I know like the bears up there, the black bears especially, they're chill, but like whenever you just come around a turn and it's right there,
Yeah.
like I don't know, my first instinct was to turn around and
But also, Squamish bears aren't Whistler bears. Probably less chill.
yeah, they're more aggressive. I've
And
heard.
this particular bear had some company.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some cubs just opposite us. So we're between her and her cubs. And we're like, okay, let's get the heck out of here.
This is what's on the,
Yeah.
the pamphlet of bad.
Yeah.
So we backtrack
do
a
this.
bunch. Tyler, the 15-year-old, and I stop, and we're watching to see if she's going to go off into the woods, and then everything's going to be chill, and we can move on. And then she does go into the woods. And then all of a sudden, she pops back out a little bit closer on the trail, and then is coming towards us again. And we're like, maybe we're not getting through here. And she goes back into the woods, and we wait a second, and then she comes back out. So at this point, Tyler and I are like, yeah, let's go back. So we turn and go back, and then we realize homeboy's not
Yeah.
with us, the
Yeah.
15-year-old. So then I yell, and I'm like, hey! I think his name was Nathan. I was like, hey, Nathan, let's go!
Being
Get
the
out my-
parental,
Trying to get pictures of
the-
bears.
being the parental
I don't
figures
know.
we are.
Yeah, being
This was our first
being the
parental
dad
moment
on the
here.
group, I pulled out dad voice, and he actually did listen. He came after that. So then we pedal over to the bottom of In-N-Out Burger and
You boys
hike up.
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
Rough.
Yeah. So
Great grip.
to answer
It's
your
actually-
question,
yeah.
you can hike up it. And once on actual In-N-Out Burger, not so bad because very grippy, steady. You can take like your own lines and level it off as much as you want. But all the bits below it, the tech below it, that was what was difficult to
We've
hike.
got Seagrave 2.5 seconds up right now
Wow.
into.
She's
and
looking incredible.
Hopefully she doesn't do a
About
Matthew
all it
Vanderpool.
takes for her
Absolutely
to get
cooking.
me up. It's about 2.5 seconds.
So we got ended up at the bottom.
Brother.
Gonna cut that out.
This isn't edited.
No cuts.
This is non-edited.
Good.
Maybe my slip-ups when I started talking in the beginning.
Triple there. Nose pitch the triple. That's
Yeah,
all right.
so we did.
They all had. That was like the smoothest
Yeah.
one yet.
We did credit line down and got to that lower access road and then cut over, and that's where it was the decision of are we gonna split up or not split up, or
You could have hiked up, and then there's trails off the back that we ended up taking.
we didn't know that. It's hard to tell.
We
the-
didn't. We didn't either. We got up there, and then Craig and Justin decided not today, not worth the risk.
I think
I had a
walking,
hangry significant other.
Yeah.
walking up In-N-Out, I think, talked me out
You
of it
stare
for
at it
some
for
reason.
way too long.
I kept just like walking up on it. This is steep, and then I'd look over. I'm like, yep, it is steep. And I don't know.
That person's
was
almost
not-
completely vertical.
Yeah, I was not feeling it.
You had a
So-
smaller rear wheel, so it's less steep.
Wow, almost 2 seconds.
Maybe.
Everybody should go look up videos if they're not familiar with In-N-Out Burger
Those
because
tiny
the
secrets.
top is wonderful and chill, and you get all your confidence in the first section of the rock roll, and then it levels off for a second, or not levels off, but it's less steep for a
Pitches
second.
back
Yeah,
a little bit.
relatively
There's a place
levels
to
off.
gain composure.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then it goes into a straight line, which Tyler got his phone out and measured the angle at.
Yeah.
It was 40 degrees.
I think it was close to
At the
40
bo-
degrees,
at the bottom of
38,
it,
something
yeah.
like that.
So it's a straight shot, and then it enters. You have to do a field goal post in between two trees, and there is one tree that is missing a lot of bark.
An alarming amount of bark.
It's not on your head tube, right?
Yeah. No, that was the Richmond tree that I dented. So I took two kind of testers at the top of it and did not like the amount of skidding and the amount of speed I was picking up.
And this is before or after you saw the guy spin out and.
That was before.
That was before.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
so he just confirmed your.
I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm good. It's really cool to watch people do this, and it's an awesome feature, and maybe someday, but today's not the day.
I think the more people that you see go, almost the less comfortable you feel with it, because you see all the different things that
100%.
go wrong. You see back tires starting to skid out. You see people just weird braking technique.
The thing I love most about my mindset with riding is I'm always looking and thinking about what could absolutely go wrong here.
Yeah.
And that makes features like that awesome.
That's insightful, Justin Volume. It's so much less.
Cranker.
Yeah, we developed the fun versus risk.
That's right. That was
Scale.
That was you, Craig.
And it's like a skinny is the best descriptor of this scale.
Especially the
like-
PNW ski.
About a 0 on the fun for me personally.
A skinny that's 8 to 10 feet off of the ground, you're like, I could go do that. Am I going to be hooting and hollering after I'm done with it?
I'm gonna have absolutely zero fun.
Not a chance.
Bad Jackson at Boyne Highlands is another
That's a good example.
fun
Yeah.
to versus risk.
The lip behind the rock roll on SST in Bellingham. I would put in that thing too. 'Cause
Yep.
It's a flat blind landing if you gap the whole rock.
Not a smooth landing.
But you could roll it, you can drop it, or you can gap it from way behind, and the way behind gap. Oh, Boyne Highlands this year, they got the new drop on dirt sample, and it goes up. It's the whole width of the trail, so it goes slightly up and then flat. It's totally gappable. Not by me, but someone that is much less scared of crashing.
Where is that on dirt sample?
It's where the old drop was. That was sketchy.
The one that was kind of flat in the landing, like after the boner log.
Yeah, the really big drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking after
rebuilt-
the wall ride drop.
Yeah.
That drop.
Oh,
They
that one. Okay.
They took out the one that was only
That'd be
half
a
the width
hell
of
of
it.
a gap.
Oh, so they just did this
Yeah.
because it wasn't like that when we were there.
No, they did this
They did it
2-3 weeks ago.
They did it like 2 days after you guys left.
Okay.
But yeah, that lander is just terrible on that thing.
It is not anymore.
They
It is.
fixed it.
Well, by changing the drop, they made the landing
She
better.
greased it.
And doubled that.
And picked up time.
But I was
thought
out
she was
there,
looking
and
Quick through there.
Dylan, one of the real fast guys that rides out there, we're standing there looking at it because we're showing a couple people, like, it looks way more intimidating now, but it's way easier.
Cool.
The guy goes up, and I think he's gonna pull up off the up and gap it, like I was just talking to the Knicks about, and he pops up, manuals the top of it, and goes off of it, and I was like, that
Arguably
was sick.
scarier. Yeah.
For sure.
I'm like, every time I manual off something, I drop.
No! What happened?
Oh, she's just a kid, guys.
What happened?
Something kicked her rear wheel.
How'd she get so sideways?
Yeah, I think she got
So
bucked.
sideways.
I think she was bucked in the turn before.
on the, oh my gosh, into the last
Frick,
second.
man.
That's tough.
Still fifth.
Dude, she had 2 seconds up just from like sector 2.
Oh,
Gracie.
That is crushing.
that's heartbreaking.
I want to see the replay of this before we
Yeah.
stop it.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh no.
She
Poor gal. Damn, right at the end. Right at the freaking end.
That would suck so
Gutted.
bad. Just, I mean, that was very Dakota Norton-esque right there.
That makes your...
Speaking of Dakota, there's his girlfriend.
So Tawny's being super humble and really like understanding, but I almost would have liked if she just ran over while Gracie's like in misery and be like, "Suck it, whoever you think you are, I am."
Gaps over.
You are, I am.
oh,
Oh.
elite comment.
She handled that probably in the professional. I'm a sponsored rider.
All right,
Definitely.
let's stop this and then we'll reconvene
We gotta catch the
in
replay.
a minute.
We gotta catch the replay.
Oh, we gotta see the replay first
Yeah.
before we stop it.
Oh, I feel it, girl.
That sucks, man.
But we will be jumping to the men's elite.
I
I
am-
shouldn't feel this bad because I wanted Tawny to win, but I feel terrible for her right now.
That is
I'm sick of
Because you're a
Canadians
fan of the
winning.
sport. You're a fan of the
Never
sport.
thought
I guess
you'd
that's
say
probably
that.
it.
You just
Well,
want to see
since
everyone
Steve
have fun.
Pete-
Yeah.
Or not Steve Pete.
Steve Smith. Show the
They're really
replay.
holding out on this replay.
Give it to me.
We want to see people congratulating each other.
I'm ready for some Jackson Goldstone hugs.
Shout out.
Shout out Cord.
I have found my. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, we're
No,
getting
it's Tawny.
This is,
They're
a,
gonna
this
show
is a good
Gracie.
replay, too, though.
I found myself watching videos like Cord, like watching that Remy Martin where he like tire tap stuff and Cord's like, case that chump, what a nerd. Absolutely the best way to watch film.
He's got such a good sense of humor.
Uh-huh.
There is a bit, quick plug, Brett threw together a bunch of our footage, and you brought the camera and filmed everything and edited up an awesome video. I think it's not for anyone else other than us, but
Yeah.
you're welcome to
I
watch it.
panned
I've
into the
enjoyed all
boys.
90 minutes many times.
I left a lot of, I left everyone's follow cams in there, so there's a whole lot of A-line of each of us.
Oh yeah.
I left our whole first Crank It Up lap, which is incredibly boring to watch if you're not the ones riding it.
Good to see the boys progress.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was possible to film a whole weekend of bike trips and get it out within 2 years. Kyle.
Dude, normally,
Brett was on it.
normally I take, I think I have 2 Windrock videos that are just on SDs that I'll probably never do anything with, because at this point I don't remember how to tell that story because I don't remember the trip that well.
Guess we gotta go back.
I wouldn't
but,
be mad if you just threw it together.
I was thinking
like,
about
just-
just putting some clips out at this point,
Yeah.
but no, I was like, I want this. And then also I knew that they wanted it, so having that external motivation helped a lot.
Well, that being said, let's pause this and reconvene with the men's. And welcome back to the men's broadcast where we're getting a little looser with our booze. So if the volume,
nerds?
you might have to turn your volume down.
Mimosas. It's a breakfast drink.
I got Mick Ultra.
It's noon.
Yeah,
Almost.
we just started now because it's noon and we're responsible.
And they're good parents, as you heard the first
Not
part.
degenerates at all.
We are queued up for the men's right now to 3 minutes exactly. So we are starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Yay!
We got Carter Sloan. Is that
Can we get a little more volume?
You got the remote?
Carter Sloan,
Where's
On the
Aussie,
side.
Oh.
dropping in Andora.
He's even the
Let's
one
go.
who pressed play. He know.
Who puts the volume on the side of the remote?
It's awfully convenient.
Oh, you've never
Roku,
seen one of those
apparently.
Roku ones?
Never in my life.
You need to get to Tyler.
Trackbot had him some champagne.
Almost.
Just about a champagne shower over there.
Yeah, we're watching downhill with champagne.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they'd have champagne at the end.
We do a champagne and goggles
Spoiler
party
alert.
in the
We
evening.
just already won.
A champagne and goggles party?
Yeah.
I'm making a prediction Carter Sloan's going to crash. He is riding very loose right now.
I bet he will be in first place.
Well, yes, regardless. He either gets first place or helivac. Like, those are the 2 options here.
You gotta appreciate
And
it.
it's not Latoul, so I feel like we're fine without the helivac. He is so loose right now, dude.
He rides like Nathan, the kid.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Nathan
just-
Mast?
No, Nathan from Squamish.
26-inch wheels, Nathan?
The PNW Nathan basically watched Tour de Nart and was like, I want to go do that on my clapped out Scott
And
with
was that
3
thing-
functioning gears, maybe a bearing.
It was noisy.
It was creaking and
so bad.
cracking.
It sounded like a
and
change purse.
It did not sound good.
I don't even know if it had like name brand tires on it. It was like something Scott found in China.
The
Put on.
Nishikis.
Yeah.
This guy is. That's literally me if I just didn't touch my brakes. Just hoping. Just hoping my way down the hill. I guess if I grab my brakes, I'm also hoping my way down the hill, right?
What's that black,
Oh,
the black rocky
Shit.
trail next to Crabapple? It's like
dang it,
Pirates.
man.
Angry Pirate.
Angry Pirate.
Lot
That's a
of
good
fun.
trail.
That is a great trail.
Yep.
We
Fade to
rode
black,
it on
too.
a very wet day with River Rock, which was exciting.
There's a chute full of baby head-sized, smooth river rock.
Your Courtney fell on that one on a wet day too.
Yeah, that you can pick up an awful lot of speed going down.
Into a sharp turn.
Yep.
Fade to Black. I think we only rode Fade to Black like once, but
It was once.
a lot of really fun to hit blind too. Like I've seen videos. I know what that is.
We just
there.
trusted the guys in front of us.
Yeah, but
I guess.
we figured it out. It was also wet, which was fun with all the wood.
It's grippy wood. Ish.
There's straight lines.
I could not believe
Well,
this guy made it down.
The wood definitely wasn't grippy towards the end of Fade to Black because I almost lost my bike on
Not
one
if you
of the.
grab brake on wet
I
wood.
did
like,
not
that's
mean
different.
to.
Pulled the eject.
By
It was
that
fun to
day,
watch.
hands were numb. I don't know what was going on up here.
And that was day 2. Day 3.
No, wasn't that with the dudes?
That was with.
Yes, that was day
right.
8 of our trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Day 4 of Whistler.
Oh.
Oh, I hear air. Or is that a hub? Yeah, tire's
He's
gone.
toasted.
Oh wait.
Is it
I
flat?
think that's his hub.
I think it's his hub.
Wow, it didn't
It
sound
sounded
like
like
air.
air.
Speaking of, my hub is almost silent now.
Did you put a bunch of grease in it? You gotta take a little bit out.
Yeah, they slip real bad if you
Yeah.
put too much grease in.
I-
Nothing makes you go over the bars quicker.
I did like. I think it's like probably the higher end of the recommended amount. I did what the dude was doing in the
Video.
I-9 video.
Pull the
It's
grease
just-
out, put automatic transmission fluid in. It lasts 3 weeks before it starts creaking, but it is so loud and so fun.
I would trust Justin. He's an engineer.
Well, hey. I just like obnoxious hubs.
No, I will probably take some of it out just to get some of the sound back because
Even if you ride it a couple of times and then open it up and pull the excess out, then you'd probably be good.
If it's that thick when it's hot outside.
There you go. Get it heated up.
well, I did it all inside and air conditioned.
Here we go again. Number 1 rider for ugliest kit on the.
But somehow
Ooh, flat pedals. Never mind. My favorite rider dropping in.
he's running flats again.
Yeah.
He switched full time.
No way.
Said he's faster.
He missed qualifying until he went flats last week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clips felt good, and because of that, I'll probably never ride them again.
They can force you to develop bad habits.
Yeah.
Which you discover at Ray's when you try to ride a dirt jumper again.
Or you discover at the
At
food
Galbraith.
truck area
Oh.
in Bellingham. I rode clips all day that day because my bike was getting worked on, and I rode his. And then picked up my bike, went and got food, and there was dirt jumps there. It took probably 8 times getting air again to be able to keep my feet on the pedals. Did not know how to jump
Why
anymore.
didn't you just switch your pedals to his bike?
Because I
Well,
had
there's
brought.
more to this story as well.
I had been wanting to try clips, so I actually brought grips, clips, and shoes on this
Starting
trip.
a business?
Yep, grips, clips. They look a lot. They look a lot. They look a lot like Crank Brothers. They're like the same thing as Crank Brothers, but they're grips, clips.
Okay. I'd like to invest.
Yeah. And so I had been wanting. We put liquid paper on a bee. It died. But no, so I was wanting to try them anyways, and I was like, oh, well, perfect. My bike's out of commission. Today's the day. And yeah, it took one day of riding clips to forget how to jump on flats. It was scary.
I get scared to jump with clips for whatever reason.
I was scared the first few times, and then it started to feel good. And tech felt real good.
Tech feels
Yeah,
really
tech's
good.
great.
Well, it's funny because
Everything was good about it,
most of my race career
except
was
the going back. Oh, and then except the getting off.
And the getting off. So Craig's you rented what? Evil e-bike. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, we should back up and tell him why Brett's bike
Yeah,
was
that's
out of commission.
We're all over the place.
Wow.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. So, even prior to Squamish, we went to Snoqualmie.
Day 2 of the trip.
Should we?
Summit.
We
high
tried.
Level, high level. Okay, we land in Seattle.
We tried to do
Okay.
that.
We build bikes in a rainy parking lot.
We pick up the best bike rack in the world.
Thank you
They
so
don't-
much, AJ,
They
the
don't
owner
make them
of
better.
GHY Bike Shop in Renton,
For
Washington.
the
Thank
soft
you,
ride.
Tyler, for bringing ratchet straps to make sure the rack stayed together.
Yep. Ratchet straps required for sure.
This rack weighed no less than 200 pounds.
Oh.
And it's called the Soft Ride.
Trademarked.
5 Up Soft Ride. And it attaches to your handlebar
Yeah,
stem
me too.
area with rubberized hooks. But then there is a full-on parallelogram that moves like in the direction if you hit the brakes in the truck, the whole rack like swings forward.
It's designed to.
It's designed to. The engineer, and there's a rubber
bumper.
The theory was that like it reduces the amount of jolting forces on the bike as you're, I don't know, I guess.
It's the same
stop and
thing
go
as like
traffic? I don't know.
the same thing as the old Cannondale Super V rear suspension bushing.
Yep.
Just
Oh, yep.
Yep. But anyway, this trip wouldn't have been possible without that rack.
huge
So,
appreciation.
I'll use
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
because we rented
was just
a 1500 pickup, and we were a full-on clown show the first day.
Tetrised all our bags in.
Yep.
It honestly fit beautifully.
4 bike bags,
Uh-huh.
4 checked bags, or 3 checked bags in Justin's single backpack because he's good at packing.
No, he had a check bag.
He did, but it was
My-
nice and
my
small.
gear bag,
That
yeah.
camo, yeah.
Why didn't you guys use the life hack Enterprise truck rental and get a 3/4 ton truck with the 8-foot box for half the price?
Because we get a discount through work.
Because we ended up with a truck for 9 days for like $600.
That's about what it would be from Enterprise truck rental.
We looked, it was like 8 from Enterprise Truck Rental.
Was it? With
Yeah.
the-
I gotta
We also didn't
drive
want
a
to
box
leave any.
truck and look like a nerd.
No, it's not. It's a 3/4 ton pickup truck.
Oh.
It's
And it
8-foot
would have
bu-
had an 8-foot bed. But
Yeah.
Foot bed
We
would've
were
been-
discussing like
didn't-
a van could have been the move. Or
I literally
something, but-
said, I don't want the Enterprise on the side.
It doesn't say Enterprise. It's just
In the things I guess
Oh.
the things he sent on the truck.
Oh, yeah,
on
it
the
did
website
look like it
did
was
say
pretty-
Enterprise
Yeah.
on the side. I was
Oh.
So we were also Tetrising stuff into the truck because
Yeah.
we stopped at Doothy and we were riding and we didn't want all of our shit stolen.
Yeah.
And so that's when we were packing stuff in the bed of the
Cab.
cab of the truck.
Which I want to shout out Doothy and Evergreen
Yeah.
Mountain Bike Alliance. Like it is a public park pedal, some beautiful trails, beautiful dirt jumps. Just absolutely mint trail system they got there.
Yeah, so we do that the first day. Red Doothy, great time.
Doothy Hill is a full-on
was-
skills park.
It was
Yeah.
it was the perfect way to start the trip. Big enough jumps to get us comfy into what we were going to be doing all week.
Everything there is like super short, super sessionable, like just and crazy. I mean, we're talking, I don't know, on that pro line we were looking at, like 25, 30-foot gaps, like proper like BMX trail style, but
I have a funny story.
adapted for mountain bikes. Like
We were walking Doothy on a snowboard trip, and we were walking the jumps and stuff, and I'm riding my friend that races cyclocross and my friend Katie, and we're just walking through. They're like, you'd hit that stuff, right? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And some guy's like, I bet you would. You can try my bike. Like thinking I'm just gonna like F it up. And I like put his helmet on and got his bike, and I cleaned the big line the first time all the way down. And the guy was like, oh. I think we're still Facebook friends. Just don't remember his name. Go ahead. Sorry.
That was a great time. Next day, we go to Summit at Snoqualmie.
which we learned is a Boyne resort.
Yeah. Super cool.
Our point passes worked there.
Yeah.
They were like, what's this from?
But
super raw, kind of
I think-
slabby.
would have been so fun under other circumstances.
Yeah.
What
were
was
those?
the bad circumstance?
So we were riding, and since now we're on chunky tech stuff, steep stuff, I kept hearing a clunk, and I was like, why does it sound like I'm bottoming out? But like, I got like this much travel left. And I keep running it, end up with a flat, go change the tire, come back.
Wow.
The clunking is worse after I get back. I'm like, what in the world? So then we go to, what was that trail called? The one with the 3.
Silver Fir.
Silver Fir,
The
DH.
proper like
Yeah.
downhill track at Snoqualmie.
Yeah.
Super fun track.
3 rack rolls out of the gate.
Yeah.
That you
A
probably
really
G
cool
out.
waterfall,
I get to the bottom of those, and as you would be at the bottom of that, you're most of the way through your travel. And then there's more chunk after, but then no more travel. So then I'm like, after I almost go OTB and get all fucked up on that, I'm like, all right, something's like super wrong with this. And they're tired of hearing me talk about this clunking.
At this point, Brett rolled up to the group and was like, what would cause your fork to feel like it's bottoming out when it's not bottoming out? And all of us are kind of like, your fork's not bottoming out.
And I had said this earlier in the day, and I could, like, you can tell they're like, what? Let's just
We're just like, let's just
we
get
want
through
to ride
today.
bikes. What are we doing?
Can't be that
And
bad. Yeah.
So then I bounce on it for them, and when
whoa,
there's
pause.
I bounce on my bike.
There we go. Thank you.
I bounce on them later. Bounce on my bike, and
Airbnbs were
they
sick.
notice we notice I'm bottoming out with about probably 70 mil of travel left. And just dunk, and we're trying the dumbest things to fix this. Like, I feel like we all know everything we're doing to this isn't gonna change this.
My favorite thing is Craig and Tyler like, maybe take out a click of compression. It's like, guys, this
Just
thing's
open it up a little.
this thing's cooked.
We're trying to save the day here.
What was the
Yeah.
it was like run 2 you started to notice problems on that Burmy
Yeah.
Lomax, and Craig's like, maybe your rebound's pretty fast right
Thinking
now.
this through, yeah.
Screwing dials on the rebound and
Yeah.
This thing is
pushing on it like, oh
absolutely
yeah,
cooked.
that's better.
I'm sitting there feeling the rebound. I'm like, this doesn't feel better, but they're saying it looks better. So I'm like, maybe. Turns out they're just tired of dealing with the bike. So at this point, they realize, oh, something's actually wrong with it. So we run down to the Evo shop that's near Snoqualmie.
After you get down the rest of this
Yeah.
single black tech rocky trail with 100 millimeters of undamped travel.
Undamped, terrible progression because it's just the top 100 mil. And
With a hard stop.
Yeah.
What fork is this?
This was a Fox 38 factory.
No.
Grip 2.
The nice one. Good one. And so I take it to the guy there, and I'm like, hey, can you just, I know you guys close to him, but can you just figure out what's wrong with this so we can tackle this?
It's a
Either
random
tonight-
Evo shop
Yeah.
in Snoqualmie, which, for those that don't know, Snoqualmie is like,
A village.
it's
Little.
It's I-90, which is the main east to west highway there, and it is the top of the pass. So there is just a ski resort and a couple of restaurants and a hotel. That's it.
There's not much there.
Yep.
Just want to figure this out so we can brainstorm and figure out how we're going to solve this the next day. So he takes it. I thought he was about to die.
Shout out Pink Rocks.
It's a good thing it was painted.
Aim right for it.
So he takes it apart for us, and by the time we get there, we've done enough Googling. We think it's the damper. He gets the damper out. We kind of realize it's the damper, and I'm like, I'm just curious. Just take it apart. I want to see what it looks like inside. So I'm standing there. He gets it apart. Just black oil, and then bits fall out.
Got shims coming out,
Pieces.
screws
Shims
coming out.
horrible. And
So before the biggest bike trip of
yeah.
your life,
No,
you didn't-
during.
No,
I
not-
did. So I don't want to. I'm not going to say too much because they were good.
There was a shop
There
that
was
serviced.
there. It was serviced a few months prior. They since made it right. They refunded me money, so now I'm net
Good on them.
net even. Yeah. So no, this was serviced. It should have been in top performance form.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, bits fall out, terrible oil, which I'm assuming just looked bad from a bunch of pieces of metal from all the slamming and grinding. All the bumping and grinding.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there's a hard stop. The damper does not work at all. The end, like, plunger bit on it is like in there sideways.
I think
For
we
the
let
technical-
engineers take over here.
Yeah.
Just for the
let that out
technical minded followers, the plunger inside came dislodged. Loctite was not used,
Yeah.
assumingly. There was
I
no
feel like you
evidence
said
of
the
it.
same thing I just said.
Essentially, yeah. And then the plunger wedged itself in the damper tube, actually like causing the damper tube to like bellow out
Yeah.
because it was lodged so hard. And Brett continued to ride it downhill tracks.
Wasn't good enough.
It swelled up like a snake that just ate a big meal.
Well said. Yeah. I don't know what I'm here for.
I'm just wondering how many riders we can get through for the fork story.
Probably a few.
The damper became
We're on
a
4
great
right
tool.
now.
The damper became a great
Brett
tool.
did 4 rides on that, so
Yeah.
like as long as we're 1-to-1.
Right. But yeah, so luckily we're in Bellingham the next day.
The
and
mecca of mountain
we
bike
call-
shops.
We call Lost Co. We call Fanatic. We call everybody. We find a damper that works. I don't even remember. The Grip 2, is that what we ended up finding? Or
Grip X.
Grip X. And shop installed it that day for me. Rode Craig's bike.
That's when you were bi-curious with tires
Yep.
or with
clips.
clips.
That's why I rode Craig's bike. So that's what happened there. But then we ended up having the perfect breaker bar, which has helped us remove 2 sets of cranks now.
Many things.
That was another good one.
Handlebar?
The damper.
The damper.
The damper tube.
We kept the broken damper in the
'Cause
bed of
it's
the truck.
cool.
It's a
And,
trophy.
Time, yeah.
we
Fly
needed-
back and explain that it's not a bomb on the airplane.
They didn't. They left it. I had the inspection thing in my bike bag, and they left it.
We were trying to keep a collection of all the broken bike parts, but
Yeah.
Craig's chainring is still at Galbraith. There's video of that in Brett's video
Yeah,
if you want to watch
if
it
you-
again.
if
Another
you
plug
check
of
that out.
that.
You guys are hard on bikes.
Well, some of us.
Yeah, some of us were.
Some of us just don't know how to maintain a drivetrain,
Yeah.
and that's me.
You had
His
the right
chainring was
spirit.
cooked.
I put a
Kids,
new
if your
chain and a
cassette's done, your
cassette on,
chainring is also done.
and I didn't swap the front chainring. And so the
We knew this
first,
at Boyne last year.
well, it was fine then.
You were complaining about it like the
same
whole day.
drivetrain continuation.
No, that was cassette and
You
50
changed.
bits.
Yeah, you changed it, but then it was not working right. You were mad about it. We
No,
were like 7 White Claws in talking about how you need to do your chain ring.
at that point, that was.
You're not gonna remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, this is Dak.
Dak.
Sorry.
Oh,
All right, pause the story for the homie.
The less Australian looking Remy.
Yes. Yes.
So his bars are making me think of something that I've been seeing on Goldstone's bike.
rolled way forward.
The roll
Yeah.
is wild, like straight up pitched up. There is no sweep back anymore on those. or
Totally.
back sweep on his bars anymore.
It works for him because his shoulders are half as wide as a normal human.
Well, and he's running.
Tiny.
He's running
Goldstone's still
spacers.
running 780 bars, I think, which seems like a wide bar for his.
For being 5'3",
Yeah.
122 pounds.
It's cool whenever people are like at that level, like everything about their riding, their setup, their positioning, starts getting dissected, and you just start seeing these minutiae of what makes their setup go.
Ooh, that was nice.
Nice. Minutia.
That was a good one.
That was good.
Pulled that out.
Oh, I was talking about his line, but sure.
Minutia was good,
I was
too.
more impressed with minutia.
Thank you. Thank you. Good smooth lines right there.
Yeah, he's cruising.
Oh, get
Oh goodness.
Found the side of that lander.
He didn't pedal in the air, which I think slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone else has been pedaling over that last jump.
his butt was still puckered from almost high side of the berm.
Yeah. That was awesome.
I've managed. I can't believe I've managed to only know one result of this whole race.
I haven't seen a thing. At this point, it's safe to just assume that Jackson wins, but I have no clue.
I would assume.
I mean, I'm not gonna assume because
If I were a betting man.
I never bet for the thing that's never ever happened in history before.
That's true.
I do because the payouts are higher, and then I lose every time.
Podcast sponsored by FanDuel.
They gotta
Not
get
really.
mountain biking on FanDuel. No, they can't.
And they shouldn't.
No. I do it. I do.
They'd
enough
end up with a lot
I do
more-
enough with football.
They'd end up with a lot more money for these races. Maybe they could get tape on the side of the course again.
I'm just imagining a
Yeah.
Kevin Hart ad for betting on mountain biking right now.
I want to hear Kevin Hart talk about Jackson Goldstone.
Did you ever
Hey,
watch
he's
the,
taller than me.
the Olympics when Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart would
The Olympics
commentate
thing?
on the
Yeah.
Olympics?
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Snoop was talking about the horse crip walk.
That was good. I'm
hilarious.
a big Olympic fan, so we watch a lot of Olympics in our house. With the Q2, like, and they don't like seed them in with the other riders. I wish they would take the overall times and put them in the spreadsheet and hit sort, and then put them in where they're supposed to be. Because I don't like that we've had Loris Vergier already, we've had Dakota already,
Yep.
with a bunch of no names
It made
like
me think we
mixed
were
in.
getting towards the end.
Because now we have this lull of nothing's gonna happen for a while.
So the damper story took us to Bellingham, which
Bellingham's great.
there's a lot
So
of
good.
like best mountain bike city in America conversation, and generally everyone's like, oh, Bentonville, blah 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 blah, but like
Bellingham.
Bellingham
not
was a treat. It may not be
is.
the best. It's the best I've
It's not.
been
You
to.
just haven't been to enough places.
Yeah, it's
Been to a lot of the meccas in the U.S. and
the other thing that does it for me is it's the PNW, which
Yeah.
is just sick in general.
nothing has been as fantastic as.
But it's also like its proximity to other epic things. Like you're in Bellingham, the stuff there is epic. Like I could ride Galbraith every day for the rest of my life. I would be a happy camper.
And the climb's not terrible. Which
We-
is like that's
We found
the
some
best part
terrible
of
ones, but yeah.
I like
It
to
was
look at
terrible
trail
with the bad
forks.
chain ring.
I like to look at trail forks and find the trails called the Wall. I was like, let's go see what that's about. And it was. It hurt.
Why do you guys keep doing this? This is like the second time on this.
I'm trying to do Margie.
Because I was on an e-bike.
He was on an e-bike.
Don't
We
have to
don't
worry
care
the
about
boat
climbing.
anchoring. Yeah.
I always climb Three Little Pigs. There. That's kind of the go-to.
We
route
also
out.
we did not do a great job of planning routes. We're just gonna ride and figure our way to the epic trails. And so I made a route for Dan Frayer. He's going out to Bellingham next week.
Oh, cool.
And I did the Three Little Pigs for him to
You get a
climb up.
dropper yet?
I think he's got a dropper on his. I don't know what he's riding out there.
Hope so.
That's gonna be interesting. Maybe he's renting a bike because he's got a buddy out there. But yeah, I made a route for him and Three Little Pigs up and Evo and
like to go
Scorpion
back right
and
now.
all the other shit. So, but Galbraith was so good. Like
For living in Michigan.
And we didn't even touch like the crazy the blue still.
There's so much.
And the epic shit. And
We left
SST, like we just rode the south stuff, which was
Yep.
great.
We left so much on the table everywhere we went.
Because there's 80 something miles of
I mean,
trail.
there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Like how many miles did we do? Like 20,
We clocked 20 something, which was
5
is a
miles,
full day at Galbraith.
3,600 vertical feet. I mean, we put in a full day.
That's
Yeah.
a full day at Galbraith. And a lot of the stuff there, like as an Instagram builder fanboy, like seeing Shire built stuff
Bro.
in person.
The trail
Bucket
sign,
list.
I think the trail sign for unemployment line was probably the full Wimba budget.
Dude, honestly, it,
Fucking dragon.
All
It was
welded.
all
metal, yeah.
every trail there had awesome
Yeah.
trail signs. The trails,
The
incredible.
little wood carved one that probably wasn't the whole Wimba budget.
It
That
was
one
great,
looks like
though.
it was
The one on
great,
Double
but it was a
Vision was
little bit
huge.
cheaper.
Yeah, Double Vision was really
Had
big.
another Shire built, like
We rode
crazy.
some crazy double jump line towards the bottom, like Rainbow or Sunshine. I was with Shams March when we were there, and it was like a new build. It had like these massive, like low pitch doubles and these just huge.
Is it the one
berms.
that crosses?
No.
Okay.
Well, it might now. Like they could have put another trail in there in the cross, but it
Because
was like,
Double Vision is like a blue flow, but it's got like black doubles that just crosses.
that's up high though, right?
It's like midpoint.
This is way bottom. I'm
Okay.
talking. Like I didn't know where the elevation came to hit these jumps. Like I'm like, how are we gonna hit these? There's nothing here. And then it was like almost below where that skills park where they clear cut a couple years ago was.
Yeah.
It was like that level, so not high
Okay.
at all.
It was just, I don't know. Obviously Whistler was dope, but Bellingham was just looking at a city overall, like the shops, the culture, the vibe of the city. It is the PNW, which is dope, and
If you can figure out a place to work
Unmatched.
there,
Yeah.
it's 2 hour 45 from Seattle, and then it's like two and a half hours to Whistler.
yeah,
Which is closer than Boyne is to us.
Yep.
it's pretty mint.
Yeah.
I really
No, that
enjoyed
would-
riding there.
There's nowhere else I think I'd rather live.
There's a lot of people that have the same idea.
Yeah.
There's not enough jobs.
Not enough jobs, not enough
Yeah.
housing.
Yeah.
All of the above.
If I was gonna live in Washington, it'd definitely be Spokane.
Really?
Yeah, I think Beacon Hill is my favorite, like, in the U.S. area to ride. It's like one of those hidden gem places, so it's not all like done out, and like the stuff on it is massive. Like at Bellingham, we never rode up on anything that I'm like, I won't hit that. But in Spokane, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
There was
Big
a bunch of hard nose.
Well, I don't need the hard nose because I'm not going to ride them.
I mean,
I want the hard yeses.
stuff, right?
The hard, yeah, I'm going to ride this the rest of my life.
because eventually you're
Also, the two biggest bike shops in the world, I'll be able to go get whatever I need that
Literally,
day.
whatever
That is
you
cool.
need.
Until you needed to go there and get what you
Until you
needed.
needed the one thing you needed.
I was being very specific, and then also the thing I wanted, apparently they're not making anymore because there's an update coming to it. So
You also
is that
needed
the
it
reason?
immediately.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
the X2, there something's changing. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, that was what all the shops told me.
A fun fact about Galbraith, and I actually saw this morning. The crew that does some of the work over there, they've put over 5,000 hours of volunteer work into that trail system this year.
This
year,
This year to date, over 5,000 hours, over 50 community events they've had there.
That's incredible.
Like that, and it's a city. Bellingham's like around 100,000 people. So like relatively small population sample for something that size.
Wow.
that's impressive.
The conservation area that Galbraith is on is like that whole 2,300 acre it's on a conservation easement, so it's never going away unless something happens. But
so the trail
It is-
I
it is
mentioned is
protected, so
It's
it's
all
super.
polycharged.
The trail I was mentioning that if you guys would have rode it, it does not exist on the map. So yeah,
What
I
trail?
say it's a bandit. I don't remember the name of it, but it's not there. Like I remember the gist of the name, but I can't. It's Rainbow or Sunrise, something to do with that. We also rode these like
Rainbow Road.
giant doubles.
It's off of. Did you have to end up in a carpool lot at the bottom?
No.
Okay, never mind.
We also rode some crazy downhill stuff that's not on Trail Forks, like way over here, with a bunch of things that I was like, bunch more hard nose.
Yeah. So Bellingham was sweet. Squamish was awesome. I think we're finally caught back up to riding In-N-Out Burger with the 13-year-old and 15-year-old.
This
Who
has
were-
been a mess.
Yeah, we
storytelling.
have jumped around a lot, but I think we're finally cohesively piecing
We should
it.
have discussed what we were doing before this. I didn't know if we were going to run through the whole thing.
There was no plan.
Laura Greenland,
Yes.
I would like to see him have a good result. Anyway, we fast forward to, we climbed up all of In-N-Out Burger because we were avoiding a mama bear and her cubs. So throw the bikes in the back, trudge up the trail very carefully, all the while listening for riders who are coming mock Jesus
Turns
down
out-
stuff that they can't stop on.
Turns out no
Take your track.
no one rides the lower section of In-N-Out Burger because we saw not a single bike, but by the time we got to the slab, there was about 35 bikes.
What went
Thank you. Oh, just someone existing outside is the problem.
You breathing out there?
So,
And also at this point, we've lost the 13-year-old. He's gone back to his mom and dad. We
Yep.
only have the 15-year-old.
who is, as Justin mentioned, watched the Tour de Nar and remembers all the spots where
And all the things they do.
they dropped extra credit lines. We'll call them is a very nice way to say they did
Which
some wild shit
You
where
can't
it's hard
tell
to
in
stop.
Tour de Nar. You can kind of tell that stuff's crazy, but in real life, it even saying it doesn't look doable doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
The things that they ride are not things. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It doesn't make sense.
Even when you're going up at Whistler, the bottom of Galbraith, where that crazy rock roll line is that they did for some video that's like right under the lift, that's in there, you're like, there's like some stacked wood like for the rollout and stuff. You're like, how did anyone ride this?
Garbo chair. When I pointed over to the right,
Oh,
and I'm like, you see where the moss is
okay.
shaved off that rock?
Oh,
Just for a
that
video
thing,
part.
yeah.
Like even that's like, nope.
No chance.
That was like maybe less nope than the stuff in Squamish.
Yeah.
I feel like the most tame thing we saw was that extra line off In-N-Out Burger to the side, which is no less than 80 degrees. And
I think they drop it.
then like a hard left at the bottom.
So let's get back to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, because
you and I go
Tyler
down,
did it. Yeah.
and we're standing at the bottom, hooting and hollering, having a good time, watching people come down.
And Nate went down before us and
And
thought
hiked back
he'd be
up.
on his first time ever riding it. Would be so cool and nose manual a bunch of sections of it.
It's pretty cool.
It was cool, but also don't do that. Especially when you've been bequeathed to these 4 random dudes who don't know you or your parents, and they're now
I
responsible
didn't know
for
we
your
had
safety.
possession.
You didn't sign paperwork. You're
Yeah,
safe.
no. I don't want to carry you out of here. But yeah, so then he climbs back up, and we're at the bottom, all super stoked. And then you hear a conversation
Yeah.
that's taking place up top.
That's something like, I don't feel comfortable with you doing this. Like, do not do this. And I think as it goes, you convinced him. He wanted to do this, like, gap to, like, a little bit of transition zone. And then he was going to have to shut it down really hard.
It was
Literally a Borelli hit.
It was
Yeah,
a
like-
7-foot drop to a pocket, and then it went to rock roll probably between 35 degrees and 38 degrees, somewhere in there of steepness. And he had to shut it down, otherwise you kind of go off of not a cliff, but like into the woods in a very bad way.
Not a place you can ride.
Remind the listeners what bike he was riding.
His,
Clapped out.
Extremely clapped.
that sounds like a shopping cart.
Yeah.
So Justin and I are standing there, and I am now his professional videographer. He is like pointing, basically outlined a footprint on where I needed to stand for the clip. It's like I'm being directed at this point. And Justin and I are both standing there looking at this line that this kid is proposing, and we're like, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. He cannot possibly stop in time before we watch this kid tumble off into oblivion. And that was kind of a tough conversation, because what do? The parents trusted us with this kid's safety, and Justin and I are like, we really want to just tell you no and like take your bike away. Just chuck it down the hill so you don't
Take
do
his
this.
keys.
But
Pull his axle.
yeah,
He was convinced he was doing this thing, and we ended up offering some concessions. We're like, give us your mother's phone number, for one.
Don't cell phones not work there?
No,
We
I
had
had
service,
service. I had
yeah.
service, yeah.
Yeah.
But we were like, give us your mom's phone number. And then Craig offered, like, do a side hit that is a little less aggressive into it. Like,
Where
roll
you can
into
roll
it,
in with the
check
speed,
the speed,
show us you can handle that, and shut it down.
and he greased it.
And he did.
And Craig and I look at each other and we're like, we've done our job here.
yeah. We looked at him one last time and we're like, we both don't agree with this, but if you want to do it, we'll film it. Which is not the adult thing to do, but
And
it's
then-
what we did.
He greased it again.
He did the drop and shut it down with pretty minimal skidding. It was just like, hand up, you were right. You made it work. And it was cool to watch.
And then we saw him towards the bottom, Tyler and I, and we're like, oh, we're gonna go back this way. You go to your parents. And then we ditch. I'm like,
And we thought that was the
Fuck
last we were going to
this.
see him.
and then we see him at Whistler, but I very quickly shut that down.
Yeah,
We
less
had-
interaction. He was
Yeah.
directing his little brother to come across the trail on the very last jump on A-line, which is people are doing 30 miles an hour in the air. Super
film
cool spot.
again.
Yeah. Get over here, cross the trail, film for me.
Well, then we saw him right after the tech section on A-line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tyler and I were there, and him and his brother were there, and we were trying to jump in traffic, and I saw there was no one coming. I was like, go, go, go. And then I just sat. So they went, and then Tyler and I waited for some traffic, and then we went.
That tech section of A-Line is so cool the first 2 times, and then it becomes so less cool when you can't grab your handlebars anymore.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
just
know.
something you dread.
You just start going faster
I
through
was
it to get it
loving-
over with
yeah.
quicker.
Yeah. Like
Which
the-
made it more fun. I actually, the first few times I was like, I hate this spot. But then by the end, I was like, this is kind of fun just bombing through here.
On the downhill.
I don't get that in the end.
On
I
the
get
downhill
that
bike.
peak in the middle.
Okay.
There's a falling off
Yeah,
after
absolutely.
like 2 weeks of being there. We're just like, I cannot
Day
stand going
3.
through it.
Day 3 was peak. Day 4 was rough. Day 5, I was like,
Day
We're there for
4,
21 days.
that's
day
too many.
4, in a big left-hand berm on A-line, the last run of the day, this hand just stopped working,
Gave up.
so I came off the bike.
What did Homeboy say our first night there when we were watching the downhill? The handlebars felt like toilet paper rolls.
Yeah.
That made sense after our trip. It's
Yep.
like nothing works anymore.
So in hindsight, we pedaled a lot the initial parts of the trip. We did 10 miles at Doothy, and then we had Snoqualmie Bike Park. Don't know how many laps we took there, quite a few. And then 20 miles in Bellingham. Well, not all of us did
Yeah.
the same amount of effort. Some of us were on e-bikes. So 20 miles in Bellingham, and then 10 or 11 Squamish.
About
but,
10.
but it's a Squamish,
10
10 or
at Squamish
11.
was
Where-
25, 26
5
climb.
hours.
Yeah. More than 2 to 1 elevation to mileage on that
Yeah.
one.
Yep. So by the time we roll into Whistler,
We're already
boys are
tired.
hurt.
I needed a rest day.
Yeah.
But then we had 5 straight days
Yeah.
of bike park at
Took
Whistler.
a light-ish day the first day. I think we did like 6 laps.
Yep. First couple days were pretty rainy.
Pretty
Yeah.
wet.
Was Tommy
Pretty
Road
rainy.
open?
No,
It was not. No.
still too much snow up there.
They
They-
opened the next week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems surprising.
Yeah. It was a little bit earlier than I
It did
thought
warm
they
up
would,
as
but
we were leaving.
Yeah.
It
they-
did.
that
but
next
it takes
week
a
I
while
saw.
to melt off snow like that.
You only need one trail.
Yeah, they must have been digging it out.
Day 1 and 2 at Whistler, like the visibility up on, I think it was day 2 when we went up and did freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 18 to 20 foot tables, and you're leaving the lip and you can't see the landing because the fog was so dense.
Yeah, that
And
was
it's like maybe
uncomfortable.
not.
It was a bit unsettling.
Yep.
Maybe not for the first hit on freight train.
The first year we
It
were
was
there, freight train hadn't been worked on yet, like since Crankworks or whatever. And you know when gravel roads get all cupped out with
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it was unrideable for the last like 7 or 8 jumps before you get to like where the lift is to drop into Dirt Merchant.
Oh, yeah.
Like I couldn't. I'd shut it down and go like 5 miles an hour through there because like it was just you couldn't do it.
At a certain point, your hands just can't take it.
Yeah.
Some of the brake bump sections,
When
even
you-
like
when you're sitting, every chance you get on A-line, just to take your hands off a little bit, just to be able to grab again before the next jump.
even like early season conditions, some of those brake bumps
Dude.
are just roached.
Yeah.
Like, which makes sense, the traffic they get. but-
Yeah, and
Holy crap.
again, part of it's just the how many days.
Kellen always plans his trip right before like the week before Crankworks where they've really like buffed everything in.
Yeah.
And
So
that
do they
seems
do
good.
like all the trails, even like
They do the most popular.
okay?
Yeah.
Which are your
It was
the ones you guys are riding?
Yeah, it was. I mean, generally speaking, it was in great shape. There was
Things were great.
There was
yeah.
the sections where, like the
Every
very
lip was
last
perfect.
spot on Crank It Up, like when you're kind of coming back out, that is
Heart of Darkness.
awful.
Oh,
The
that's-
bane of my existence.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
I hate
It's
that section
29-inch
so much.
wheel swallowing brake
Dude.
bumps.
And then
It's-
the one spot where I think Dirt Merchant comes. Was it Dirt Merchant that came out back to A-Line right there where we stop and it's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
the worst brake bumps? That spot sucked.
There's like a service road somewhere down there by something that has to do with like a horse or a ranch or something, crazy horse something, where you just get going like
Shiny horsecock. Big old donkey
Totally
dick.
different one.
Different one.
We'll get to called Sabertooth Horse.
We could not
We just-
remember.
Invented different names.
Yeah, we could
for
not
about
remember
2
what it was
hours.
called. It was sparkly horse dick. I don't know. There was so many different things.
oh
It was glittery donkey penis at one point.
That
Yeah,
that
it was-
Creekside Road was pretty ate up.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You lost.
And
a
Brett
tire
was
on
like,
that
"I'm gonna
one,
hit
right?
40 on
Yeah.
this thing."
At the top or the bottom? Because they both suck typically.
the whole way down,
Yeah. From
the top
from the
one.
lift over to where.
like South Park and.
Yeah.
You take a service road at
Uh-huh.
Mach Jesus, like close to 40 miles an hour,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's just
Only
rocks.
39.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, water bars and
We were on top of the world and coming down. There's like a road like that. You've done it, right, Craig? So you know what I'm talking about. And Doug Kyle, who's not the strongest rider in our group, older guy, likes to have fun, but like
Yeah.
very reserved. Is on Courtney's old downhill bike, and the rear brake line split. No. So we had to walk down that service road. You can't even like get on and like coast down it because you get going from 0 to 30 miles an hour in like 10 feet.
Get going
Yeah.
fast.
Stick your tire in the back, or stick your foot,
your
in, the
foot in
back
the
tire.
Dude.
Yeah, BMX stuff.
And those rocks on those service roads are like death.
And they're flying all over the place as people are
Yeah.
hitting them.
Like even coming into the top of freight train, coming down from the Garbo lift
Yeah,
is
chunky.
Yeah.
terrifying on that service. Like you're looking for grass on the side to not beat yourself up.
Yeah, one of those Creekside service road rocks claimed one of my spokes, and with it, it punched through the rim tape.
To make it even more fun.
That's right. It wasn't your tire.
Yeah.
We thought it was your tire, but it wasn't.
And it ended up being in a very bad spot because it was either
Right at the bottom.
hike all the way
Right at the
down.
bottom of the service road.
The
that we
service
just did
road.
40 mile an hour on for a minute.
Or half a mile up this 15% grade.
I have
service
never
road.
been so sweaty in 52-degree weather in my entire life than trudging my way back up that service road. And then that led to a fun little maintenance thing. We fixed the spoke and then
Relation.
woke up the next day and the tire was flat. So Brett and I had made an agreement at that point that if either of us had a mechanical, we were both going to rent downhill bikes because
We
our
were in-
hands hurt.
We were in bed, and that was the decision we came up with. And I was like, well, what if it happens at like 3? That's going to suck.
That's your guys' pillow talk?
Yep. Nothing gets me going like talking about renting DH.
Talking about dual crowns.
Yeah.
I want 8 inches and you don't have enough.
The next morning,
I wonder if Justin just went pee and forgot to turn his mic off.
I hope
I
so.
wonder if he turned it off.
So
You'll get to see the level here in a
next
second.
morning
I'm
we
gonna
get
be quiet.
down. We get down and see his flat tire, and at first we're like bumming. We're like, shit, I don't want to do this right now. And then I remember, and I look at him. I'm like, we have to rent DH bikes. That was the agreement. And then we were all giddy after that.
What'd you rent?
Supremes. Like
Rented a
the
couple
full on.
Supremes.
We might be watching one right now on TV. Let's see. Yes, we are. In fact, Brett and I rode that bike
Looked just like it. I
with
think that
minus
was
the
bike.
coil. It had the Vivid air shock in
Yeah.
the back instead of the. But we rented white Supremes, and they are a dream.
They are so fun.
It's
I think that dude lied. 225 in the back? No.
from what pressure?
He told us
Suspension.
that there was 225 of travel in the back.
I think it's 225 millimeters.
That's
in
9
back.
inches.
I thought okay. When I looked it up, I was only seeing 205.
The old gen
You turn your mic off.
was 205.
We
Justin
wanted-
took
I
a
was
pee and we
listening
were
to
hoping
hear-
I
he
wanted to
left
hear
his
that
mic on.
long, thick, ropey stream.
Oh, he's gonna finish that sentence. You know. I like what the guy in the shop said when you guys picked those up. Like, go kill the wheels or something.
You know, well,
Or like,
he was messing with the pressures,
Oh,
like
that's right.
worrying about pressures, and then he what did we say?
Nerd.
Yeah, he said something about how he didn't want to mess up the wheel, and then the guy was like, "Oh, have at it." And then in my head, I'm like, "You don't know who you just told that to." And then I don't know. You weren't too bad to your wheel.
I wasn't.
I think I cooked mine.
You should.
yours seemed
Proud of you.
misshaped.
When
I think yours was already cooked. It
when
had
I
like
was-
3
had
X
those
marks
dings.
marking previous dings. Like you got a
But
rough
when I was
rig.
spraying it off, when I took it back, there was a obvious dip. Like when it was spinning, it was like just the profile of the wheel shrunk
Just flat
every
spotted
time
it somewhere.
Yeah, and there was some loud hits on that rim. Ding. But he said so. He said to do it.
Yep. So I had kind of an eventful shop experience. So I took my wheel in because
Yeah.
my least favorite thing in the entire universe is to swap tires and or play around with tires that are on these super tight fitting Crank Brothers wheels that I have.
Yeah.
And when we realized my tire was flat, we had to redo the rim tape. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. And Justin did his best guitar style tensioning of the spokes to get it back true and back in line. And I took it to a shop and dropped it off and said, I just need you to tension these and true the wheel and put rim tape on. When I go to pick it up, the guy goes, yeah, your rim was pretty out of shape and the dish was all wrong. It was all off to one side. Well, Cannondale is 6 millimeters offset dish. So this guy straightened it all back and
Bro,
zeroed it out.
You work in a shop in Whistler. How do you not know this?
And to his credit, he goes,
Wow.
well, you didn't tell me what bike it was going on. But anyway, got it sorted.
You don't
We
see
rode
any
down on
glasses?
bikes.
Not in my glasses.
Oh.
It's doing something.
Is it because they're yours, or is it just the style of glass?
I think both. A little of both,
Okay.
yeah.
I think the glasses are working.
A little tortoise shell for Brett.
I went clear frames on my
That's what I had last time.
new ones. I like these though. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn Justin on in the middle of your story.
I don't want to
turned
talk
me away.
anymore.
You just want to listen.
So, if you guys could go back, would you end up renting a bike in Whistler, or would you do exactly what you did?
I'd do exactly the same. I am very, picky. And even maybe it's just a mental thing of, I want to know my bike. And I've gotten very comfy on that patrol.
I gotta do math. Need a new bottom bracket since then. Needed new bearings for my hub since
That's
then.
the other part.
Needed new bearings for my frame since then.
If we wouldn't have ridden in the 52-degree rainy, muddy,
Probably
scenario,
would've helped.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
But
The
at this
trip is
point-
already hard on bikes.
Yeah.
But we had 2.5, 3 days of mud, thick mud, and then
Oh.
because of the conditions and
4
we're
because
lazy,
Snoqualmie too.
spraying off our bikes with high pressure water, which I know is terrible, and you're not supposed to do, but it's either that or you don't have a functioning bike the next day at all.
Although you were trying to build up as much mud as possible at one point.
For one day.
For one day. Well, you didn't wash it one day though,
Yeah.
and then you were regretting
This man's
it.
exposing me over here.
Well, I washed mine every day.
So
I had hub bearings seized. I had bottom bracket bearings seized. My headset is so
Your
stiff
headset
and
is
grindy.
really stiff. Yeah.
Should we take a bet on whether my cranks move? We could take the bike out
So
of the
far,
back.
we're 3 for 3 of not cool.
Not moving.
Not cool. Not cool.
My
game.
biggest thing, I mean, my most expensive thing was the cranks,
Well,
which wasn't
obviously,
really just
the-
Whistler.
the 5 dev.
And you had
cranks.
to do 5
I didn't have to. You know,
Hey, I need a new one of these. What's the most expensive one?
I like bougie shit. I don't ride good enough to have it, but man, I like
You want to
it.
tell them about your brake rotors?
Yeah, you know. I had to get the matching hopes for the hopes, right?
So how much were your truck brake rotors?
Yeah.
So I
there's
was
a good
doing the math,
comparison.
and not even before I ordered, but once I got the Hope, the 3.3, the thick boys,
Double wall, mind you.
the double wall rotors, I was like, I've got the V4s, why not get the matching rotors? Part of it was I'm hoping it'll help with the high pitched squeal, which I hope.
Yeah, you could always tell
Bro.
when Justin was on the brakes.
Which is all the time and very embarrassing in videos. 'Cause I'm like,
It
wow.
was just a constant whining
Might as well have
in
a
my
light
video.
on the back.
It's a great.
if you watch Brett's video, the high pitched squeal is not an audio noise. It is my brakes and
is.
me not getting off of the brakes.
Yep.
Oh,
So I
nice
figure,
mustache.
you know what? I use my brakes a lot. Why
I
not
like
have the
Morris
best ones?
a lot.
But I think I did the math, and last time I did brakes on my truck, paid $60 a rotor. More than 3 times that for the rotors on my bicycle.
Yeah.
But man, they
Why
look
is
so
that?
cool. They look so cool.
those are cool.
I pay the same or more for the brake, the calipers,
That's picture.
the calipers,
Before.
the tires, the rotors
That's right,
on
yeah.
my bike than I do on my vehicles.
So I think post Whistler, my repair bill so far, I got a new tire because I don't like running mismatched tires and or Maxes.
Is there a Maxis for sale right now?
There is a lightly used 27.5 DHR.
I would have taken a 29 DHR.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
what I would have added it to my back stock, but
You do?
But so we've got the new tire, the new radial.
I don't
We've
need
got
one
the 5
yet,
dev
but-
cranks. We've got the new Hope rotors. We got a new bottom bracket because that thing was cooked. We've got a new front brake line because whenever I crashed on the very last lap of the trip, the handlebars twisted 2.5 times and cracked the front brake line. So it bulges when I pull it now, so it's not working. There's probably some other things, but I had the bike all the way down, bare frame, bearings pulled. Just, it
Luckily-
was so hard. So maybe renting does make more sense in that regard.
Yeah.
It would have been cheaper renting a bike for 4 days than what I put into my patrol since we've
Well,
been back, which is
the other
absurd.
side of the coin is you have a lot less maintenance to do if you just don't do the maintenance. So like my bike is still in the bag, and I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna take it to the Highlands.
The whole time I was
Figure out
thinking
what's broken there.
I knew
I
I
gave-
told Judah he would do that yesterday.
There
We
is
were-
something
we
to
were
that.
talking about it.
Tyler and I gave you guys a bunch of shit about not doing maintenance, and Brett,
Yeah.
you did. We were
I
just
do. Yeah, I know.
looping you, Craig.
Yeah, because
Brad
I
got
got
unlucky.
I get all the
got
blame.
unlucky.
And
That's
I'm
all right.
sitting here just like everything on my bike is dicked and a half as I'm like repairing it from Whistler, and I'm like, wow, maybe I just shouldn't have done anything before this.
So I figured out that washing the bike may have been a bad plan for
Terrible.
me. Because,
With a high pressure.
well, it's not even the high pressure. Evidently, the cable ports on the front and rear triangle of the Ritmo have a really great drainage system where all of the mud and dirt goes directly into them.
Have you already spent time designing a 3D printed seal for
I've been
that?
thinking about it because I shit you not, it took me all the effort I could. I had the whole thing, like the shifter cable housing in a bench vise gripped up, and I'm yanking on the frame
It
to
looked
try and
gnarly
get this
when
out.
you pulled it out.
The whole thing was like all of the cabling exposed, everything exposed. It took me forever. It took me the last, I don't know, probably 4 hours to get all
I
of
guess
the
that's
housing out.
the plus side to the weird cable routing that
I
GG
want that
does.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
That little
hate
door.
Every
Uh-huh.
time I had to put it in there, I hated it so much.
It's so annoying. It
But-
needs to be just slightly bigger.
When it comes, literally, if they added a 0.5 millimeter,
Uh-huh.
it would have been perfect.
Because there's been times where I've had to not actually tighten those bolts in all the way because it clamps too hard
Yeah.
on my shifting cable.
honestly, like
My first rider.
you could like take out that side panel piece and just maybe print or make a new one that like has a bulge out a little bit. Like that would, I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe there's something
I
there.
could probably just file some of the carbon away.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add on that, Craig?
The look Tyler just gave me.
Filing carbon is also a soft spot on another bike of mine.
No, I would never put anything abrasive to my, well, other than the ground, to
I
my
don't know.
carbon.
We were talking like next time we're having a group maintenance day before the trip. We're getting together. We're feeding Craig beers and looking at his bike as a team, making sure it's ready for what it's about to go
Three of
through.
us will work on his bike while he drinks
It's really
beers.
a team effort.
In hindsight, I did take my wheels, both wheels, to a shop to have them trued and tensioned. And one of them, by the end of the second day, was it?
Yeah.
Noodles.
There was not a spoke that was tight on the back wheel.
This man had 32
tension?
noodles.
Why tension shaped?
It
It brought up the question of are the spokes holding up the hub or hanging from it?
Yes,
You know,
the
so there's a
age-old
thinker
debate.
for the crowd.
We actually learned about that on
always-
the Jeff Jacoby.
Always there hanging, but
It's always hanging.
hanging.
That's an opinion.
Craig's weren't doing either.
We would have been
Come on, Mr. Engineer.
relying on compression.
Yeah, yeah.
Only 2 spokes, we learned. Hold the
Yep.
wheel at all times.
Which is wacky
Yeah, I still
as
have to
shit.
build up a new rear wheel because mine's got a gnarly flat spot in it from casing something, I'm sure.
So, Craig, your only fall from the trip, I think. Do you remember where it was?
It was
I sure do.
It was
I
Snoqualmie.
do too. And I think it was a sign of things to come, wasn't it?
It was the first indication that there might be some drivetrain issues. My mountain bike.
How do you always have drivetrain issues?
Well, this was the same drivetrain issue.
No, I'm talking about in general.
Oh, like always? Oh,
Always.
did you hear
Well,
my
I think
run
it's-
at Richmond yesterday?
No, I just,
Oh, it was popping and banging the whole way.
You blew up one at Windrock.
Yep. I'm not kind to bikes nor derailleurs.
It's just certain people just have bad luck with
them
bikes.
quads.
Craig
It's
is
got too
a
much
sledgehammer
watts.
on a bicycle.
Yeah.
And that I just had an image in my head of a sledgehammer riding a bicycle for a sticker. And
Make me a T-shirt.
that would be pretty cool.
It'd have to be a person with two of them, one on each leg.
I'd like the sledgehammer being the person, and the sledgehammer is the head, and then it just has arms
So
and legs.
probably one of my favorite photos from the trip. Yeah, the one I took of just Craig turtle shelled.
Near the lift line,
Oh, yeah.
there's a hill on a gravel service road that you have to climb up from the parking lot to get to the lift at Snoqualmie. So all the cool kids are standing in line.
And we know they're cool because they have
Chit-chatting.
Jinkos
Yeah.
on.
Dude, I said it on the microphone yesterday. If you got a hat clipped to your waistband, you got jean shorts that are 2 sizes too big, or a T-shirt that has foliage on it, I want to watch you ride.
You're about to see a eater.
Had your first little chain ring slip there.
Yeah, there we go.
And
There's Craig on the ground.
So I just fell
chairlifts back here.
directly on my side in front of the entire lift line.
Well, you put a pretty good sledgehammer pedal stroke in, and it just gave way, and you just fell over. I think you actually clipped your elbow pretty good on the way down.
So the chain just fell off?
Yeah.
It just derailed
Totally
off of the
derailed.
we
front
found
bank.
out the next day, though, that it only took about 200 watts maybe to get the chain to come off.
Numbers to this.
So yeah, this comes full circle with Brett's
Yeah.
broken damper that was being repaired in Bellingham. So he was riding my bike the day after I had done that little lift line kerfuffle. Wow.
So he left your chain ring in Galbraith?
That was a group
We'll get
effort.
there. We'll get
We'll
there.
get there.
Effort. Again, that's in the video.
The race is
Brett
going to be over before
Hostetler
we
on
get
YouTube.
there. That's right.
We're climbing.
The whole point of this is to be talking, I
Yeah.
would think.
Yeah, we're climbing, and even before chain ring slip, we were messing with his rental bike because his Axis dropper just quits. It's clunking, and this is the opening to the video.
Yeah.
My second favorite
Yeah,
being
this
photo
is-
is Brett on the ground.
Clunk, 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 not working. Tyler says, "What do you think, Brett?" and turns to me as I'm trying to get off of the bike, and my foot's stuck, and I just fall.
Martin Scorsese levels of timing of panning, Brett falling, guy rolling
And then the
through.
guy just
A stranger rides right by. It's perfect.
Somebody yells out, "Oh, we're fine."
And then
Craig managed to break the dropper on this evil rental before we got to a trip.
turns out something came unthreaded, and it would have been super easy to fix.
Like a little
we just didn't mess
E-clip
with
on it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one little C-clip.
So then we start actually climbing, and then I start having the slips and tips. And
Tips.
You
Yeah.
were
So then-
very, very calm about it and in
it
good
wasn't.
spirits.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
It was whatever.
Listeners, are you experiencing slips and tips? Check your chain ring.
chain ring.
Get yourself a wolf.
You
Get yourself a Park Tool CT
And then
chain
you
texture
can't
tool.
unclip out of your grips.
You can't unclip the grips.
But yeah, so I'm just gingerly climbing all
Hey!
day. Huh. What?
You wish you could gingerly
Oh.
climb.
Well,
He said he was climbing really fast. That's what he said.
I was
Is that how he...
gently climbing all day. Since we're with some sensitive folk about being ginger, I was gently climbing all day.
You used it as a derogatory
I
term.
was. I don't feel like. I don't think that's where that
I was
came
being
from.
a bitch while I was climbing is basically what you said.
He was being gentle on the chain
Yeah.
ring.
When you're being gingerly with something, you're being gentle with something. There's no way that's a derogatory towards gingers. And if it is, I'm using it more. But yeah, we still had a great day. The fun parts are the descents, and
Bike descended good.
descended good. There was one little hiccup
You used
before
to.
a stupid skinny that I didn't want to ride anyway. So
Where is
No biggie.
Craig's old chain ring?
yeah, we finished that ride. Get him a new chain ring. We
You
come
guys
back
are
to pick up
13
these
Raiders
guys.
deep.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for a minute.
Oh, by
Vitamin
the way,
Vitamin
I want it on record. Rainer sucks.
It's terrible.
It's
hate that
$11
beer.
for a 30-pack. It
yeah,
obviously
so-
sucks.
I drink kokanee.
So it's supposed to be
Glacier
$30
water.
for the 30 pack. We were getting it for $19.99. It should be even less than $19.99
This
full
leads
retail.
into another phenomenal
Oh, I can't wait
bit
for
of
this
the
one.
story.
This dude's crazy this year.
So we're back at the parking lot, and we're just playing with the chain ring. I throw it one time in the tree, and it sticks. And
Perfect.
we're like, oh, well, we have to record this.
And now it's a ninja star.
Yeah. I record Justin. He throws it, bounces off. He records me.
I hit the tree.
He hit the tree.
I hit the tree.
Bounces off. He records me throwing it this time. I whiff. Goes way into the brush.
And it was a Scooble, like 95-mile-an-hour fast.
Yeah, he was gone.
hucked her.
I hucked her. And because I didn't want it to bounce, I was like, we got to get the shot.
I
And-
threw it too gingerly.
And yeah, he threw it like a real ginger. And then I threw it like a regular haired person. But
Which you are, everyone knows.
Yeah, but I totally whiffed. And yeah, so it's still in Bellingham somewhere.
They are getting so close to that pad.
Yeah.
I like to think that somebody, like the guy who ends up mowing all that dense shrubbery, is going to be in need of an Eagle 28-tooth front chain ring.
I hope he does not mount that
well,
up.
he
Chain
probably
ring.
got an old drivetrain. And
They
it
don't
will
stick into trees when they're new.
just mesh right up.
Right.
I just learned something about you. You were running a 28 tooth up front?
I think it was.
It was
Hell yeah,
it
grainy
was
gear.
very small.
Dude,
It was very
That's what I
small.
run on my
Is it?
girl bike. Yeah.
they asked me if I wanted to switch. I was like, no. And the next
And
day
make
was
climbs
Squamish,
harder?
So thank God.
That one's a 28 again? I thought
Yeah.
it was a 30.
No, he asked if I wanted a 30.
Okay.
I was like,
What size? What's your in the back?
52.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
I got a 30. I almost went up to a 32, but I'm like, I don't like climbing that much yet.
Yeah.
I stayed 30. What are you?
Oh, God.
Cameraman! Save it.
Holy moly.
Let's go.
Where'd he go? Show him to me.
Somebody should tell
He
him.
was green.
Somebody
Oh.
should tell him that it works a lot better if you just hit the tree straight on.
Okay, yeah.
Because then you just come to a
energy
complete
gets
stop.
absorbed.
And you can get going again quicker.
Yeah. You
Exactly.
don't have to climb
He
back
did
out.
not get going in quicker.
You did
He
it
had
wrong.
John Hillary saying things to him the whole time.
See, right there, he should have turned right.
How did he stay up though?
Oh my
Look at
God.
He's riding his dick on the stem. all the way
Cameraman, do
down.
something. Catch the guy.
Because I think if that pad wasn't there, it would have just been a graze. The pad adds like 2-3 inches out to the
One of
side.
the left a dent.
Wouldn't have left a dent.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
we got old
got
collarbone himself.
Dude.
How far are we off now? 14 days off the collarbone?
Dude. That is so gnarly.
I like that kit a
real
lot. Looks like a jet ski.
It does look like a 1994 jet
KX
ski.
440, or what is it, JS 440. Ooh, nice. Scrub.
Kenny Powers jet ski. Yeah. Or that's
Needs another
leopard
bald
print,
eagle
isn't
on the back of it.
We don't have that many riders left.
What do we got? 4?
Probably the cat out
5?
the back.
No, it was a bird.
How was it?
He's still days off of it.
Ooh, he, did, he didn't gap through those rocks. A lot of riders been gapping over.
I'm liking one of these drops. I think it's a little further down. There's a
I
little
like-
rut developing, and people are kind of like just like drifting into it, letting the rut catch.
That-
Right there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
The berm, right before you started talking, that left berm, people are hitting so fast.
Yeah.
Like you just watched all the suspension go away.
Oops, gotcha.
It's okay.
Pretty crazy how some of those berms develop with like an overhang at the top. It's almost like the last little catch.
So I liked last week at Lechul, like how sandy it was and how quick and deep some of those ruts developed. You were still watching Goldstone, like he wouldn't catch the beginning of the rut. He'd come out and then like just kind of drop in midway through the rut and just like G in and be gone.
Think you lost a little something there.
I'm trying to prep for the Goldstone glazing. That's about to.
We do have fun new angles to watch for regarding Jackson Goldstone's behavior. My buddy Cord. Oh no!
Brother.
Oh, he missed a pole.
Cocksucker, man.
Wow.
It'd be crappy if his chainring broke right now.
Yeah. And he fell over in front of all these people.
The day I see that happen at the pro level,
I want to see
they're
one
just
of them
like
slow
us. That is depressing right there.
And my buddy Cord has a funny opinion.
Oh, so he didn't. Yeah, he just. Damn.
Missed a pole.
But like right at the beginning of those, he just couldn't. He couldn't hang it.
He just missed it.
Yeah.
What shoulder was it? Do we remember?
I don't know.
Well, that's an interesting
It looked
thought.
like he could have made that though.
I wonder if it was hurting. Because
Could be.
remember, he has a broken
It's one of those
collarbone.
weird things that, like,
Wonder
if
if
your
he couldn't
body weight
hang
just
in there
gets
enough.
thrown off, it's
That's
like
true.
sometimes hard to like. Things are just they feel weird, and you're
Feel
like, I
like you're
can't lean
high-sided or
anymore.
something.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I
And you
hate
start
when that
looking
happens.
At the edge. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm gonna go here then, because that's where I'm staring.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world.
Luca?
I'm digging that blue with the red.
If it wasn't a canyon, it'd be sweet.
I'm right there.
I tell you what, I'm not the
I don't
biggest
love
Yeti
'em.
fan, but the Yeti downhill bikes with the fox on them look sweet.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, he's mad.
So, what happened after Bellingham?
Where'd we
We're
go?
leading to a new good story.
Was I?
I
Oh,
had a couple different ideas on what this was gonna
Our
be.
struggle with counting, I think.
oh,
Is that
so
where we're going?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
yeah.
So we go and we stock up on beers after.
Okay, I'm following.
Somebody told us it was Joe at Evil, the
Yeah.
guy that
He told us the number.
Shout
No.
out Joe at Evil.
he said
Cool
you
dude.
definitely want to get beer
Oh yeah.
in
Before
the
you
United States before you cross the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Which is someone who's not an alcoholic, and I'm not shaming.
Shame.
I would have preferred to just like drink quality beer from Canada after drinking hot rainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot rainers got a little tiring.
So we go stock up. We figure out the limit. We get 24 per. So it allows us 96 beers. We get 2 30
I was
packs
cameling for y'all.
because we already had some. And we end up with 87 beers. We discussed this.
Exactly 80.
We discussed. We got
It was
87.
a conversation.
I like how
Yep.
serious you were in the car, Craig. As we're coming up to the border, you're like,
Yeah.
all right, whoever's driving is going to be the person that's going to do all the talking, answer the questions seriously.
And then broke
And
that
he's
immediately.
Like, and he's like, Brett, have you done this before? And I'm like, I've crossed the border, but never been the driver.
Well,
But
the only
we were
reason I
also
did that is
smuggling
when,
beers
I've been
because
in the car with people who aren't ready for how
Yeah,
serious
sure.
that conversation ends up feeling.
we were also technically
Yeah.
smuggling beers because we found out a plastic compartment under the seat
Yeah.
could kind of act as a little
Pro
cooler
tip:
for
if you
parking
have a
lot.
GMC Sierra, you have a truck cooler under your back seats.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. So anyway,
Suspicious if a customs agent lifts your seat and there's beer.
Yeah.
But anyway.
we get up there. I'm answering the questions. The dude's like whispering from inside his booth, so it's hard to hear him anyways. So my saying what is already kind of suspicious. We get to the beers. He asks how many beers we have. Without missing a beat, Craig from the back, we got 30 beers. And in my head, I'm like, Craig does this all the time. I'm not gonna say anything. And then he's like, we have 60. And I was like, nah, he's just being an idiot. So I look at the guy. I'm like, we have 87 beers.
That's an oddly specific number.
And then he's
And so
like,
we ended up getting pulled out of the
and then he's like, all right, straight to jail.
Can you guys pull over there?
He has us pull over, gives us a slip to take in. Luckily, our guys in the back seat, Justin and Tyler, were smart. They lifted the seat before we went in, just to make it clear we weren't
I think
trying
that
to,
was Justin. I don't know
to
if that was
hide
me.
beers. Oh,
And we don't even know if they looked in our truck.
Yeah.
I think it was just a background check.
so we just had the background check. I'm sure
These guys can't
someone
count.
looked,
Have they
but-
gone to school?
But either way, yeah, if you want to get searched or pulled over, just lie about how many beers you have.
30 beers. We have 60 beers.
We had
Sir, there's 87 beers.
we had 7 cars.
Ignore Trip Baby.
I don't have no money.
You can pay with blocks.
We had 7 cars crossing the border with a bunch of people from Chicago. Us, a bunch of people. Literally, the second car in our caravan, guy tried to smuggle a handgun into
Oh,
Canada.
no.
He's all nervous.
How
They
many
pulled
bullets
him
did he
out.
bring?
That seems
I
like
don't
a very
know.
bad idea.
But we ended up leaving him
Really?
at the border.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he got put in jail.
That's your fault at that point.
Yeah.
All right, we got the boy coming up.
But so the crappy thing was we didn't know what had happened, and we're all the way up in Squamish at the grocery store when we get the call.
That's you.
And
Does he call you from jail?
well, no, the guys that were riding with the guy that tried to smuggle the
they
handgun
called
that
you.
rode with him to be nice, so he didn't ride alone. We're now stuck at the Canadian border.
Because they got across and he didn't.
Well, he was allowed to leave.
Okay.
He wasn't in jail, but now has no vehicle.
Jeez.
So we had to go pick them up.
What are your guys' thoughts on the bar roll? The bar roll and the like pretty flat brakes. Like I run a lot of angle to my brakes.
Those are pretty flat.
I think his whole setup, kind of like Dakota, is tuned to be more upright.
He's
or
like
vertical
standing.
on the bike. Yeah.
I actually think I run mine pretty flat too.
If you don't change your brake levers based
Maybe
on the
not as
steepness
flat
of
as
what
his-
you're riding, you're
Yeah.
not doing it right.
Yeah. All the stuff I like to ride is steep, so I have them.
No, it would be the other way.
No, if you have an angle down, then they're further away from you, bro. You want them back towards you because you're back on your bike. You want them up. That's why his are flat.
When you ride
Use
steeper
your-
terrain,
use
you
your
bring them
visual
up so
spatial
you.
skills real quick.
That's what you guys are saying. The
I
same
can ride
thing.
for a week with my arms out being sore.
You guys are saying the same thing. The bar roll though.
You want your brakes this way, more flat, if you're going to be back riding steep stuff.
Y'all are saying the
that's
same
not-
thing.
yeah.
That's what
that's
I
what
said.
too.
Okay, so you're.
You guys are arguing
So
about
you're
the same
arguing
thing right now.
about me saying the right
I'm
thing.
so proud of
Got
you
it.
guys.
you like a
No, I said you don't want them down because when you go down.
This looks bad for all of us involved. Can
It
we edit this
definitely
out?
Let's watch Jackson.
Ooh, he gapped that
Yeah,
rock.
he did.
Holy crap. There's a big gap. He found
That was a really good backside on that though.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
for real.
good transition.
Leave to Justin a sneak transition in there.
Yeah, I know.
his weird body positions.
Oh, buttered.
That was not
All right,
been
this-
done smoother.
What are
yet
we doing
today.
here?
I don't like that it didn't have the camera like from the other angle.
I know.
Compared to everyone else.
Yeah. I've come around to not hating the drone, but that was a bad
They do
example.
a really
long
good
as-
job of it with these guys. But yeah.
The consistency goes a long ways.
I want to see the guy that's won every race, basically, compared to everyone else.
My goodness.
Who's left?
Two more? One or two more, I believe.
He's looks 8 years old.
Literally standing though. Like,
Vertical. Yeah. Look at how high that front end is.
oh, four left.
Four
Wow.
left.
How big that fork looks next to him.
Literally bar like zero back sweep on those bars the way he's got them rolled.
So, I wonder if
I'm gonna go try it.
I wonder if a little bit of that is almost getting your reach adjusted, like fine tuning reach a little bit.
He's running a 45 stem, I think.
Okay.
Back to the hugs. Big
So this was Cord.
Cord is so pissed off right now.
Dude. My buddy
He's on my
Cord
team.
from Washington. It was like, hey, Jackson's all right, but he's just overly huggy.
fucking hugs too much.
It's like anybody has a bad run, he comes down off the podium and hugs him. He's just random person in the crowd. He hugs him.
Which feels like a weird thing for Cord to be upset about.
And, especially the golden retriever of a human being
right,
that,
yeah.
that Cord is.
Is he like an Andy type?
He's. I always tell people he's on my Mount Rushmore of favorite humans in the world.
It's been years since I've heard your mom jokes, and I thought they were pretty well dead.
You want to set the tone
And
for that one?
somehow, like, Cord just, they hit every single time.
And it was when
Probably my favorite.
Justin was at a low spot.
Yeah.
There was a gaping hole
Oh, yeah.
in his Schwalbe radial
Yeah,
tire.
not just my tire. Oh, much like this guy, it
Oh,
looks like.
come on.
Or did he just miss? Oh, he just missed
Yeah.
a segment.
This doesn't go well for my fantasy team.
So, not just that it was a hole in my tire, but I've kind of developed a relationship with these radials. They're fun. They sound cool. And
I walk over and I ask him, "Is it pluggable?"
maybe a millisecond later, Cord from left field. Your mom's pluggable, bro. And again, your mom jokes haven't even hit. Like I told my girlfriend when we got back, I was like, this guy is so funny. He makes mom jokes work in 2025. It's absurd.
I like from that sequence of you slashing your sidewall of your tire. We're still up on the trail, and you're like, I got all the tools. I can fix it.
I was so excited because we
Don't
weren't
worry,
prepared
guys.
for the last one. We weren't prepared when
Cut
the
to
last one happened.
Slash.
And I was like, I've got CO2. I've got plugs. We can fix this. And I get down, I was like, that is a 3/4 inch hole in my tire in the sidewall.
And then
Yeah, we somehow both totally slashed
We
downhill
found the
casings.
sharp rocks.
yeah. So Cord lays out the your mom joke, and then Brian, who's also with us, he's like, oh, dude, a dollar bill will fix that. Or a dollar
He's
bill.
like, anyone got a $1 bill?
and Justin
Justin.
comes in strong with, dude, tires are way more than $1, dude.
The literal engineer.
Oh my god.
Be way more
For
than
some
$1,
reason, like-
my guy.
I don't know, like it sucked. Obviously, like we were having that was a hoot and holler lap down 7-year war and then 7 more. Like super fun, just
Fast,
janky,
yeah.
fast flow tech trail. Like great time. It sucked to pop a tire, but also like it felt cool because like it was on a really fun segment. Like we were just mobbing through, and so like
And you ended up real close to the gondola.
yeah, it was about as the best spot to slash a tire. So things like that, I don't know. Whenever it happens like that, like you're just going hard making moves. Like it was kind of cool. It was fun.
Nobody ever tells a story about the time when it went all just fine and
Yeah.
nothing exciting happened. So as far as mechanicals go and injuries go, I think we made it out of there pretty unscathed.
Everything that went bad was fixable in a day.
Like things still hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been in a constant state of fatigue. Like I've been trying to hit the gravel rides pretty heavy, and like there's been some times I'm like I can just not push right now, and worked myself into a little hole. It feels like, but
I've only tried one gravel ride since, and it was right after they laid fresh dirt on our roads, and then it rained, so it was just soupy, crappy. I got like 14 miles, and I was like, fuck this, dude.
the gang did really well. Like
Pedaling through slush.
I cut off my trip a little early. My trip ends when we're cracking beers at the top of the
Yeah.
lift, and then
Which
I
bit you in the butt,
forget.
because then you crashed.
I forget what happened after that.
Well, the agreement was we were going to take like Blue Velvet and Una
Top to
Moss,
bottom.
just chill. We brought beers all the way to the top and just sat and looked at the view.
Beautiful,
Cheers the trip.
Yep.
clear, not a
And
cloud
then
day.
someone has the idea. Let's go take this black pack.
It was out of laziness because it was 5 feet from where we were
We didn't want to hike up 30 feet and instead
also
go
looked-
5 feet.
It looks short on the map, but it turned
Yeah.
out to be a little longer than.
What was it?
Forget it. It was a black line
Original
next to
Sin?
Freight Train.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
Original Sin.
Newer one.
Lemon. Was that
Lemon
when we
peel.
did lemon peel?
A bit
was
different
lemon
than
peel.
Boyne Highlands
Yes.
lemon pill for those that are familiar.
I wondered why it sounded familiar when I saw it.
I was like, this isn't a green flow trail.
Yeah, like started off just normal single tracky, and then there were some moves in there.
Did one of you guys
Though-
try ape hanger
We
up there?
I didn't know.
Callan's done it, and I looked at it and
the
I was
rock
like,
roll.
Filthy ape.
yeah.
I've seen too many
It's
people
wild.
blow up wheels.
we
right there.
we totally skipped over one of the highlights.
We did
though.
the Duffman one.
Duffman's
Duffman
cool.
was Duffman
Our-
and drop-in clinic was like we
Robin
rode.
Clinic's great.
We rode drop-in clinic blind, and there was the one that we came up to that was like, you don't see anything until you're committed,
It's on
and
the
then you're
front
like-
page of their map.
and then you're like, I have to aim for those 6-inch wide rocks, or I'm dying. And it's like, okay, there, and
Yeah.
the gang greased it. That was a spicy one to hit blind.
That was a cord-led lap.
That was
Yep.
The gang did good on that one.
Courtney's biggest rock roll.
Awesome.
Drop-in
That is a spicy one. That is a proper spicy hit.
It was lemon peel to lemonade
Yeah.
is what we ended up on.
Okay.
But anyway, our third day at Whistler, we're on our second to last lap. We get to the top and get
Oh,
a text
shit.
from this guy. He's like, guys. And that's immediately followed with a selfie with none other than the guy we were just watching on TV the night before, Remy Morton.
And literally like my favorite rider. Just stylish, chill.
Trail builder.
Yeah,
Give
beautiful
the,
trail
give the
builder.
description. What kind of
man
bike is this
after
dude
your
riding?
own heart.
What's his background?
For those not familiar, like BMX background, like just about it. Beautiful trail builder guy with the Flux Trail crew, and
He's beautiful, or the trails are beautiful.
both. Yes, both. He's a legend. Specialized demo with a 24 rear, 26 front, 135 cranks.
Yeah.
No chain.
No chain.
Oh,
He
that
just-
guy.
No derailleur.
Like, and I'm sitting at the top of A-line. I had already checked out for the day because my legs were pretty toast. And I'm
You're
at
at the
the
bottom.
Down at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom. Sorry, the last jump. And I'm waiting for these dudes to come through so I'll get a clip. And like as I have my phone out, I see this dude, Red Bull helmet, neck brace, Vans, just the stankiest whip. I'm like, wait a second.
Wait
And so
1 minute.
I see that roll off, and I'm like, that's literally Remy Morton. And I fangirl run through Whistler Village as a 33-year-old man. And I catch him at the shop where he's getting his bike tuned up, and I'm like, speechless. I'm like, dude, big fan, favorite rider, stoked, like, awesome to see you, big fan of your builds, blah, blah. Like, we chit-chatted shortly, and he's like, can I get a selfie? He's like, absolutely, mate. And
Yeah.
elite. And so I go back, have that, and I'm like fucking shaking and tweaking and send them a photo because they're coming down A-line. I'm like, guys, he's here. Like, the dude is here. And
So we finished
so
our
they
lap.
finish their lap. I go back up to that last jump on A-line, and I look down, and they're walking up to the chairlift, and right behind them is Remy Morton. And I see these guys get on the chairlift with my fucking idol. And I'm like, I've never been so mad with jealousy and so happy for the homies at the same time. And
was
just
sick.
Craig's
got
like,
to
I've
chat
been
with
thinking
him.
about running the same drivetrain you do. 'Cause that's the only one I can handle.
And he's just a like, it was like, there's always the don't meet
so
your
chill.
heroes type of dude. Chillest
Definitely
guy.
meet him.
Chillest guy.
He
Matches
chatted
his
with
riding.
us the entire way up.
It was cool.
Was super cool. Told us a little bit about the project he's there doing.
Yep. With none other than Brandon Semenek.
Yep.
Yep. So there's gonna be some cool stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube in the future, I imagine.
They're
And
there
then,
till October, so we might have to wait a while.
And then
And then
Brett,
we
you got
decide
to-
we're gonna drop in behind him on A-line.
It took a little persuasion, so we're chilling at the top of
I
the
didn't see
A-line.
that he was going. That's why it took persuasion.
Remy starts rolling in, and Brett is wearing the camera, and I'm like, Brett,
Go.
Brett,
Go. Go.
go! We would like some
we
follow
start-
cam of this dude.
We start chasing him down. He does the top section, and I trying to catch him. I get him by the last big
Bernie
hit,
is
so he's
1.2 up
in
right
shot. Then he pulls off at that rest spot, and we play it cool. We roll by.
you played it so cool.
We went by.
Good ride, bro.
Yeah. I look back at them. I'm like, you good? You guys good? And they're like, yeah, we're good. And then I was like, later, dude. And,
That's right.
and we roll down and keep going. And then we get to the spot where everyone breaks, and we're taking a breather.
Just before the third section. Right?
Yeah. And then here he comes again and stops, and we're like, all right, we're gonna be annoying and wait. He goes. We follow again. Somehow, dude's so fast without a drivetrain.
And a tiny rear wheel.
And a tiny rear wheel. And we trying to catch him. The big turn before the moon booter, he pulls off again. And I'm like, obviously I'm not pulling off here with him. And I don't know if I
hit Moon
wasn't.
Booter in front of him.
I'm gonna hit moon booter in front of him. And I don't know if I was looking at him, what happened. All of a sudden my bike wasn't underneath me anymore. So he's standing here right above the berm, and I'm hitting the berm and crash. Just a few feet in front of him. Just slides out from under me. I slide down the hill.
But
and then
wait, it gets better.
These dudes go by, and I'm like, well, shit, I can't hit it from here. So I'm like, I look up, and I'm like, of course it's right in front of you. And he laughs and tries to be all like
You all good, mate?
patronizing. He's like, that's why I stopped. I was getting tired, and it looked slick there. And I was like, don't fuck. No one should have crashed here. Don't tell me that. And then I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can get up there. You can't. It's a wall. I try to run up. You just slide back down. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, you go. I'm gonna be slow from here. I need to eat one more time. He's like, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Bruni did it.
Good.
So yeah,
And now they're
Finally.
hugging.
got to crash right in front of one of our heroes. It was fantastic.
Unbelievable.
elite.
Love it.
Fantastic. way happier I crashed in front of him than did anything else because that
He
hill,
remembers
that
that.
hill.
I'm
remembers.
sure he remembers that.
He
for
told
sure.
us. He
You
told
should have just
his
crawled
friends-
over and kissed his shoe while you were
I
down
couldn't.
there.
I tried to get up there. It was too steep
The
and too
berm
slick.
before Moon Booter is a wall. Like it's essentially
Yeah,
a
it's a
wall
wall.
ride. It's
Yeah.
a metal
But
wall ride.
it's not a
Big.
hard turn to make at all. You have no business crashing on it.
When you have that amount of pressure on you.
What I'm assuming happened is I would just rode it like this.
Just looking at him the whole time instead of the corner.
But I don't
My favorite
remember.
part
It was
is
a blur.
in the video, you're rolling up to Tyler and I, and you are just giggling.
It was
We
so
don't know
funny.
what happened. All
No.
we know is you crashed. In
Yeah, I
front
forgot.
Of us, and we
Did you
rode
realize
around
he
you.
was up there?
yeah.
Okay.
I was right behind
so
you.
I didn't know.
He knew that Remy was up top.
Yeah.
Craig did not. So I get there, and then I said something about, I said something about how he was gonna watch me hit the moon booter, and then I crashed. And then he's like, "Wait, he was up there?" And then
Because Brett is
Secondhand
crashing in front of
embarrassment.
me. I didn't look up the berm, and I was like, "Am I gonna have to bunny hop his bike?" No,
I kept it pretty good. I made myself kind of
was good.
slide in, and I grabbed the bike.
You kept it compact.
Yeah.
There's another rider.
Yeah, I do not.
I thought
know
we
who
were
this
done.
is.
There's so
I thought Bruni just won.
Oh, what a line.
That
That
was
was
inside.
scary fucking line. Holy.
So the Colombians
moly.
have been showing up.
But
Like,
they're always
It's that
super
Colombian
loose.
bang bang.
Yeah, they haven't been. Will we have to edit that out?
There's no editing. Brett lives with what he says.
He
I feel
commits.
like drug references are fine.
Ooh.
It's no secret
So-
that's where a lot of cocaine comes from.
Is this boy like urban DH rider
You
too?
have to be out of
Probably.
Colombia, right?
I assume so.
I mean, I know they've got stuff there, but there's a lot of that.
Oh.
Let her eat.
Didn't even care.
There is no way he's going green at Nevada. He's way too wild.
Jesus.
Does anybody like intense bikes?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
I want to.
I think they were cool a little while ago, but
Oh no.
Told ya.
big drifty guy.
Big drifty guy. He's not used to dirt.
Remy
He's
Morton
used to
was standing
pavement.
on the top of that berm.
Remy? Oh, and then not only that, but he put two of my things on his story now.
Yeah.
My selfie with him, he put
Remy
on
Martin
his
is
story,
big
and then he
fans
put my
of
post
you
on his
boys.
story.
No way.
Yeah.
Should have gave him a pedal progression sticker.
I didn't have any of those.
Craig might have.
I had him. Never mind.
That was pretty
Still
cool,
moving.
just riding the lift with him and chatting. And
Yeah.
he was just like totally normal dude.
Yeah.
The other
That's
Remy,
one of the coolest things about mountain
Whistler.
biking is and just in general, because I mean, Dak at Windrock, Gwyn at Windrock,
Nico Malawi.
Nico at
yeah.
Windrock. You just run into all these guys, and I mean, Gwyn's the only one that hasn't been chill, but everyone else has been so dope.
The other Remy is who towed me into Dirt Merchant the first time.
Well, there's about 35 other ones. Which one? Mataye? Okay.
The one you were going to say
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
Brett knows all the Remy's.
I would arguably say the
Too
first
many.
Remy.
The first Remy.
Brett, do you keep a list of Remy's
Remy.
that
I
you
just
want
have
to
all the
crash in
Remy's.
I can
front
only
of?
think of three.
I guess there's I can only think of 3 right now. It just seems like so many. There's so many Remy's and there's so many Bryans in mountain biking. I was hoping to run into Mataye when we were in Squamish, but he ended up being at Whistler a few days later.
He worked at, when we were there, he was working at one of the shops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember which one. Colton rented a different bike from different places, so he trekked out like a whole bunch of different shops because he was trying out different downhill bikes. Well, shit. I guess we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, not Jackson Goldstone.
Yes.
Shout out Loic.
I'm stoked about that.
It would have been cool to see a 5-time history.
Shout out Dave and Kathy.
I didn't want to see him take the record from Gwen, so.
There's still plenty of time.
Yeah.
So much time.
He'll press and go down.
He's
and
got another
finish 30th
15
next
years.
week.
When is Asa Vermette? When does he get into the big boys next
Be
year?
elite
Yeah.
next year.
That's gonna be.
I mean, he's
That's
not
gonna be
even
fun.
winning juniors this year.
He's right there. He's right there.
He is there.
He got a 2 with an asterisk next to it. Here.
It's gonna be it's a fun year this year, but next year is gonna be absolutely.
The thing that I
rowdy.
like about things like this is like when you get like generational level talents, it brings more people in. I feel like people that maybe wouldn't necessarily be in at this level. Like more people will watch because they hear buzz about like, oh, this
Yeah.
dude doing this thing really well in his sport. And, it's not bad for the sport
No.
seeing things like this.
If only it were still on Red Bull TV.
They're, I feel
Or
like
I like
or
this
just on
broadcast better,
regular
I think.
Max.
I think the accessibility was better on
Yeah.
Red Bull TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's.
Why do I have to pay even more on my HBO Max to get it now? That's a bit
You
annoying.
have to pay more.
I have HBO Max, no ads. I have like the good subscription, but I have to add some other package to
Really?
get it. Yeah.
You sure?
Yep. I haven't watched any UCI because of it.
interesting.
I watched it at our Airbnb and now.
I
There's also it's
Don't
also
have
on
any
Discovery
special
Plus
Max
and something else.
yeah.
Do you have cable?
No.
I
don't
have
know.
regular Max and I don't have cable.
Yeah,
I've got it. At least I think. I don't know.
Well, I think I can. Sorry.
a hug.
I think I can watch the replays. I can't watch it
Okay.
live anymore.
We could watch it live though too.
I haven't tried watching.
When I go to click on it live, I cannot without adding some thing. It tells me.
But like the first couple they did this year, I feel like they were missing a lot of the writing. There was a lot of gaps I noticed, and
Yeah.
now like it's really dialed. Like, I wish they did a way to like picture-in-picture or split screen so you could see the first half instead of just seeing them drop and then they skip to live. Because you miss like on the Latoul, I think you were missing like 2 minutes of the
Right.
lap.
Yeah.
By the time they finally went to live, but
Was it Red Bull that eventually started tagging the timeline of the video with the rider name?
that'd be cool to see
That'd
too.
be nice.
Yeah.
That was Loris's second week in a row on a podium, wasn't it? I
What do you
think,
remember how
second?
I think he was second last week.
Yeah, I
or
think
was that
so.
the one before?
I agree. The
I like Loris. I always want to.
It's
win, but
interesting
he
that
never does.
there was a lot of people that made it into qualifying Latoul for the first time, and we're not here again this year. Like,
there's been a lot of that in the qualifying and the lower number of riders, which I'm not a fan of
Just
that.
because the new Superman's out. They put it
The-
on his helmet.
I said this in the last podcast. That Josh Carlson annoys the piss out of me in the broadcast. I like the main guy that does the play-by-play, but they're having hyperbole for like these crazy runs on rider number 30.
Oh,
Like in the beginning, oh, he's up. It's Danny Hart's world championship winning run on rider 30, and you're like, dude, read the room.
yeah.
Like he's the second guy down the hill. Yeah, he's
Right.
fastest.
I wonder if they're.
the boys are talking about blue flow trails at Whistler. Like,
wonder if
calm
they're-
down. Yeah,
I wonder if they're told to try to keep it exciting the whole time.
that's their job as a
be.
color
Yeah.
commentator.
I feel like you can't be honest and be like, oh well, obviously this dude means nothing to this. He's gonna suck. I don't
There's
every gap.
a large area in between those two things
Right.
that
yeah.
yeah,
Red Bull did a good job of building the excitement. But I think with the Q1 versus Q2 qualifying and like where I was saying earlier where they should seed the riders a little better, takes away from that buildup. Because every race I've watched over all these years, it was always like, we're into it, we're getting our beers, we're eating some food, we're hanging out talking about Whistler, whatever.
Somebody does a crazy whip, you're like, oh, that's
Yeah, and then like
Whoa.
each rider draws you in a little bit more, and that's like my favorite part of watching these. And there's something that's like
It didn't do that.
an up
Yeah.
and down in these, and it's
Yeah.
not just this race while we're talking. It's like when I'm watching by myself, it's
Yeah.
the same thing. I'm
It
playing
was
on my
kind
phone.
of like that when we watched it at the Airbnb. It wasn't.
yeah.
I was really glued
Something
to
down.
Yeah.
Latoul more than usual, but I think it was just because it was so gnarly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people were. I've never seen so many crashes on a UCI.
I did not like that course.
Crashes will definitely keep
Hard,
you engaged.
Like
yeah.
gnarly get-offs there.
I like when there's just it's taped really wide. There's lots of line options, and you see
Yeah.
the like different riding styles really highlighted by people doing like different things.
I didn't know Loic was living in Andorra. That would have changed my fantasy decisions a little bit.
Well, if you've made it 2 hours and 29 minutes into this,
I apologize.
We owe you a beer.
come up and get something from us. Craig will give you a drivetrain part or something.
Or a head tube.
Or a head
A
tube.
cooked drivetrain part.
You can get Brett's damper. If you made it this
No,
long.
I need my breaker bar.
tool.
That's a full-time tool.
That has a spot up on my tool wall
That on
now.
the pegboard.
Up on top.
Yes.
I got my damper breaker bar.
Tyler will bring you some custom roasted coffee.
And show you how to make it.
And then Justin's going to bring you a Hope part of some sort.
It will make
A
loud,
bulging
obnoxious
line.
noises.
A bulging.
Or a
A
Schwalbe
bulging,
radio.
squeaking line.
A knob. Just cut a knob
I
off
should
the
have kept a
dead
knob
one.
off of that thing. I added it to the Whistler pile.
All right.
Paid my dues.
Thanks for listening, and see you some other time with one of these.